What's up, guys? Welcome to a Not the MMA Hole stream with not Mystic Moss. David Flores Jr. says, Pulse Sean Hart, bro. So, I have some updates for you guys tonight on Hurricane Dorian, but let's just address the non-existent elephant in the room. Mystic Moss is not with us right now. He's decided to take on some other endeavors tonight. We may hear from him, we may not. I'm not entirely sure. But you guys have me for the night. Ting. Yeah, I killed him drunk. Who did he kill? Who knows? So I've decided I'm going to do some gaming tonight, guys. But first I want to talk about some news that I found. I posted it on the website. And I also have a little bit of an announcement for you guys. But let's see who's in the chat. Turkey Bag. Yeah, I'm running the show alone. You don't believe it? Psh. Remember when I used to run shows alone? A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away? I don't. Open the phones. Maybe later. Maybe we'll open it later. He went to the Slipknot concert JBH doesn't know about? Yeah, maybe. I've got Frank Sinatra notifications on my phone. JBH says, do Chronic. Well, this is awkward. Tominator. She went full Yoko. And you did good. Well, those were the cringe days, do Chronic. Those were indeed the cringe days. But I do appreciate you trying to say I went good. Kevin says, please no RX. Not today. So, I have to say that alongside Moss pursuing other endeavors tonight, there were a few reasons that he has decided not to join us here on Not the MMA Holes. But it's okay. Everything's okay. Maybe he'll be here later. Who knows? Pulse Flat Bros. I agree with KFC. 2J's BC Bro. So, by the way, I heard that Cris Cyborg signed with Bellator. I didn't get a chance to put it on the news, but let's just... Oh, by the way, did you guys see this? Take a look at this. So, this is the guy that did the Texas shootings. Seth Ator. He's the shooter from the Odessa shootings. And his neighbors were describing him as a violent, aggressive person who liked to fire at animals, neighbors said. But, I mean, just look at the guy's face. I mean, that guy screams maniac. Complete psychopath. Hopefully he got shot. I don't know. I didn't get a chance to read the story. Let's see. A 36-year-old man killed 7 people during a shooting spree over the weekend. Was a violent, aggressive person who liked targeting animals before he set his sights on the public. Roquio Gutierrez, who lived next to the gunman, says that this week, Ator often would fire at animals, mostly rabbits, at all hours of the night. So just for no reason, it's like he was doing target practice, this guy. We were afraid of him because you could tell what kind of person he was just by looking at him. Can you believe that? Look at this guy. Got two teardrops under his eye. Doesn't that mean something in prison? This guy screams complete psychopath, like a complete lunatic. But, police officers... Oh, they killed him. So whoever said hopefully he got shot, he did end up dying Saturday outside a busy Odessa movie theater after a spate of violence that spanned 10 miles. His rampage also injured around 24 people. Jesus Christ. It was not his first run-in with the law. Well, you can tell by this picture. He's fucking smiling. Like, in his mugshot, he's smiling. Of course this isn't his first run-in. Online court records showed he was arrested in 2001 for a misdemeanor offense that would not have prevented him from buying firearms legally in Texas. So how did he get his hands on it? Oh, that would not have prevented him from buying firearms. Huh. The arrest took place in the county where Waco is located, hundreds of miles east of Odessa. So basically, this is the man that killed or injured 17 people or killed, I don't know what the count was, but a 17-month-old little girl was one of the ones injured, and more importantly, 4-1 Mets. Oh yeah, I forgot the Mets are playing tonight. Dang it. I would be in there watching the Mets with Moss right now. Hey, Mystic Moss, if you're watching, can you turn on the air conditioner, please? Because it is steaming hot in here. Hello, everyone. Cheers. Moss says Flat Earth. Yep, flat. He's rotting in hell. 18 years. A go felon. Do chronic. Walmart in Texas sells guns. Okay, so two joints. Funny you mention. I was reading another article that Walmart is no. They sell ammunition. They don't sell the guns. But there's a law now that they've just put in. For Walmart, I think in just Texas, they're not allowed to sell ammunition or anything like that. Moss, turn up the heat for the views. Who cares about boring baseball? What do you mean? The Mets. We all care about boring baseball. Here, let me take this off for now until we get ready to play some games. I'll take this off. Now you guys can see my big fat face. Mr. Slowski says, Moss in the kitchen cooking dinner in cheeky shorts. No, I just made salad tonight. I did the quick thing to do. All right, so that's that guy. I actually have quite a bit of news tonight, but I wanted to make an announcement. So, I've come up with a show idea, and I kind of wanted to get your guys' opinion. Maybe I'll make it a poll. But remember when I was talking way back about how I was going to do another show maybe on Tuesdays or Thursdays? I've finally narrowed it down to what it's going to be about. And I think it's going to be just a quick 30 minutes to an hour, maybe just 30 minutes. And it'll be right before a fight, or it's like, this is UFC 242 fight week, right? So it'll be right before that, and it'll be 30 minutes to an hour of just like a quick rundown of the main card. And talk about what my picks are and get your guys' picks, and talk about the fighters on the card and what are the odds and betting odds and things like that. I think that would be really cool to do. And plus it'll help me a little bit. So I was thinking like Thursday or something. But so I had an idea and to call it The Rundown, right? Because you're giving a rundown. I was going to call it The Rundown and then a colon and whatever card it is. So The Rundown UFC 242 or The Rundown UFC Fight Night 158 or some shit like that, right? But there's a slight disagreement on whether we should call it The Rundown or if we should call it something else a little more MMA relevant, but still gets the point across of what the show is. So if you guys have any ideas, it has to be quick and to the point. I was also going to call it The Fight Briefing, or maybe, Cris said The Scramble. So we're trying to come up with a name for the show. Like we have TGIW, the MMA Hills Hour. We need a name for this show. So if you guys have any ideas, feel free to let me know. Do something else in MMA stuff? Maybe on my channel someday. But right now we're so focused on the MMA holes that, I'd rather come up with a show for the MMA holes. I have a great idea. Do a cooking show? No, it's boring. The Lineup? There you go, Mr. Sauce. Is there another show called The Lineup, though? I think there's another show called The Lineup. MMA wrap-up show for the week? That's interesting. Isn't there a wrap-up show, too? I feel like I've heard these names before. The Grapple with JBH. The Throwdown. Moss in the other room printing counterfeit money. Will Kat Zingano get picked up by Bellator, too? That's a good question. Oh, yeah, let's talk about this. So I didn't get a chance to put this on the website, but I actually heard this. I think on our website someone said it, or in the Discord. I don't know where I heard it from. Cris Cyborg signed with Bellator, apparently. Let's see. According to TMZ. And BBC. Let's go with the BBC, right? We all want to go with the BBC. Cris Cyborg Bellator signs UFC featherweight champion Cris Cyborg. Let's see. She was the champ for 517 days and the only fighter to successfully defend the featherweight title. She finished her UFC career in July by beating Felicia Spencer to end with 7 wins and 1 loss in the company. Let's get to the Bellator stuff. Here we go. Scott Coker says, I have worked with countless athletes over my 30-plus years of promoting combat sports, but there is no one quite like Cyborg. Cyborg is the most dominant female fighter in the history of the sport, and she will be a perfect fit here at Bellator. Cyborg will now have the opportunity to win a title at a 4th MMA promotion, having held belts at Strikeforce, Invicta, and the UFC. You guys know I have a lot of girls I want to fight at 145 pounds, and this means you're going to have a lot of fights per year, and I'm very happy about it. My goal is to be the only female fighter to hold 4 different major titles in the same division. So, I love this. I have no complaints. I have 0 complaints about this. I know some people were saying, what if she goes to like 1FC or I think someone else said Risen, I think. But I can't complain. I love this. I love that she's going to Bellator. There are 145-pound fighters in the women's division who would be excellent competition for her. Would I have liked to see her in PFL against Kayla Harrison? Yes. But I honestly can't complain. And how long is Kayla Harrison going to stay in the PFL? You know, like, you kind of have limited time. You get your $1 million. Not very many fighters come back after that. So it's only a matter of time before Kayla Harrison even signs with Bellator. So I have no complaint about Cris. I'm so excited to see her in Bellator. I think that makes me more excited to watch a Bellator card than a UFC card. Khabib Ghost says Bellator female roster are filled with Hooters girls, waitresses, and a couple hot chicks. Yep, drunk. She's way too stacked for a chick, bro. Yumjoy Style says, no people want US dollars, not yen. I think a good name could be the Tune-Up. Oh, there you go. The Tune-Up. She's going to mop them up. I agree, Heavy Micro, but it's going to be interesting to watch. We've seen Cris Cyborg fight opponents, and even opponents over and over again in the UFC, and even Dana White said it's tough to get a matchup for her. It's super tough. To get a fighter in the women's division at 145, but then to get a fighter who actually wants to fight Cris Cyborg. Life on Autopilot.
I feel like shopping cart. It really fucking hurts so much. My muscular ass is sore. I let out my manly roar. I fell off my shopping cart. It really fucking hurts so much. My muscular ass is sore. I like to beat up girls with ease. With ease.
I fixed the chat.
Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
Life on Autopilot.
Ouch.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful to you, Life. Thank you for joining us. Oh wait, let me get this working. Hold on. This is the one thing that I love. I'm in full control of the production right now. So I get to learn how everything works on air with you guys. I'm trying to get the... Oh, here we go. Oh!
Wonderful, wonderful.
Oh, look at that! I think it's this one.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Lick my balls.
Yes, sir.
This is number one bush.
Concussion.
Hanging with the boy.
Acumen.
Who the fuck is that?
All right.
Wonderful, wonderful.
That's for Life on Autopilot. Thank you, Life on Autopilot. If you guys would like to donate and support the show, link in the description, Streamlabs. And Super Chat's now working on this channel, too. All right. I'll leave it up to you guys. You guys want me to get into gaming? You might run into your favorite person on there. Or we can talk a little bit more about MMA or the news. I have some stuff on Hurricane Dorian coming up. I already gave you my special announcement about the new show. So, like I said, if you guys have names, I'll take notes. And maybe the best name... If I don't find a name that really works or that really clicks, I'll debate it with Cris until we find one that works. MMA show where JBH tries on different outfits. You wish. JBH is like a kid in the candy shop. I know. That's the thing. Like, if I get to learn the entire production on air with you guys, I could just sit here off air. But what fun is that? You know? I just learned how to make the sound bites work, and news is always new. That's right. JBH is 30 minutes of MMA truth. MMA truth. It's interesting. We have to make sure it's relevant to like the fights coming up. So every week. Here, hold on one second.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Everybody in the chat donated.
We all took a vote and decided we don't want gaming or news this evening. Instead, we would like you to put on those booty shorts and dance for donations for the next couple of hours. On a side note, you're doing a great job.
Oh, thanks.
And your hair looks phenomenal.
Why? I appreciate it. I don't think I'm going to be dancing for donations. I do have the booty shorts on, but that's going to be a $100 donation there for you guys to see it. I think we'll stick with the news with MMA and with gaming. But I appreciate your input. Hell yeah, Lee. Let her figure it out. Yes, we all voted. Mixed martial analysis with JBH. That's what Cris was saying. He said something about analysis, like making analysis in the title. You know? Mixed martial... Oh, what the fuck? Mixed martial analysis is Luke Thomas, dude. Oh, shit. That's Luke Thomas. Mixed martial analysis. What are you talking about? He does that... Yeah, he does that. Where he was, like, standing in front of... that TV screen, and he was, like, breaking down the fights and shit like that. Now Moss is gone. Can you please take that McGregor picture off the wall? You love that McGregor picture. Too much anal in analysis. Prosciutto MMA. Luke Thomas is a faggot. Faggot. God, I love this. Man, I should take over the production of the show here. All right. So we talked about Cris Cyborg signing with Bellator. Like I said, I love that. I absolutely love it. Let me show you guys. This is irrelevant, but since we're doing Hurricane Dorian footage and coverage tonight, I do have... Oh, did you hear about this kid? Blinded by junk food. This guy was living off of... I'll read you the story. He was living off of French fries, white bread, potato chips, like Pringles chips. Here we go. This is like a fucked up story. Are you ready for this? Are you ready to get fucked in the head? Hold on, let me... All right. A British teenager who had been a fussy eater since elementary school lost his vision and suffered significant hearing loss due to his years-long diet of junk food, according to a case report published Monday. When the boy was 14, he complained to his family doctor of tiredness. He was a fussy eater but was otherwise well and took no medications. The doctor gave him vitamin B12 injections and advice on his diet. By age 15, he began to lose his hearing and was referred to an ear, nose, and throat specialist shortly after he developed problems with his vision. The teen's vision continued to worsen over the next 2 years, and by age 17, his visual acuity had declined to 2200, which is considered legally blind in both the UK and the US. He was found to have a problem with his optic nerve, but tests didn't point to an obvious case or cause. When doctors investigated the teen's habits and nutrition, he denied use of alcohol, tobacco, or drugs, says the report by the boy's doctors in the Bristol, England. However, he did confess since elementary school he would not eat certain textures of food. He had a daily portion of fries from the local fish and chip shop and snacked on Pringles, white bread, processed ham slices, and sausages. Why in God's name would you think that you can... I mean, everyone's educated, right? Everyone knows what you need in your body to stay healthy. And you think you can survive off of starch and carbs. He got zero nutrients from fruits or vegetables. He didn't take multivitamins. Like, this guy was asking to destroy his body. He was asking for it. And what the... And where's his parents? Where's his parents? This guy's 14 years old. Since elementary school, he's been eating like this. And at 14, he starts showing problems. And by 17, he's blind. Where's his fucking parents to say, maybe you should start eating a little healthier? He's showing health problems for 3 years, and you don't jump in and start forcing food down his throat? What the fuck? I swear to God, I don't know how a parent could go without noticing your child's eating like that. I mean, there are such things as picky eaters, but French fries and white bread and processed ham, that's your diet for practically your entire life? He went blind, this kid. He went blind. Like, I just don't get it. It's a nutritional deficiency. He went legally blind. They referred him to mental health services, concluding that his dietary habits constituted an eating disorder. Fussy eating that is restricted to junk foods and cause multiple nutritional deficiencies is an eating disorder. No fucking shit.
Wonderful, wonderful.
No. Drank too much moonshine. RX can relate. I'm calling BS on this blindness story. You know what? I did too. But Kainoto, it's everywhere. It was on CBS News, NBC, Fox. This one's NBC, Fox, and New York Times. Everyone's reporting this story about this kid going blind. Like, that makes the parents look great. Every world news outlet is reporting this story. By the way, there was another shooting in China. If anyone, horrible stories. This is why, like, why does anyone watch the news? They're horrible stories. Horrible. Let's see. Here we go. Hurricane Dorian. This is what I was going to talk about. Cris Cyborg lost his female status when he did testosterone. At least he doesn't have to watch any more John Fitch fights. Cotton candy Kush here still. My sister would call me over to make my nephew eat his veggies. He was so dramatic. Heavy microgrow. Listen, I get it. Like, kids are picky. My niece is picky. Hold up.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Pulse reloaded.
Since we are MMA holes and you will be filling us in on the news of the day, how about you call the show Filling in the Holes? I can even provide related thumbnail imagery for that stream. Also, I'm sending you guys a pound of Chiba. Be on the lookout.
A pound of Chiba? Oh, we did get a package today, but I don't know who it was from. Thank you, Pulse. So, no, this show that I'm going to be doing, I won't be filling you in on the news. Well, I will be filling you in on, like, the news for the upcoming card. The show is only going to focus on whatever card it is for that week. So, if it's UFC 242 or UFC Fight Night 158 coming up, Bellator, like whichever card is coming up for that week, that's what the show will focus on. It'll just focus on the main card. We'll do a rundown of all the fighters, the betting odds, my picks, your guys' picks, and then whatever news, any canceled bouts or anything like that leading up to that card. Awesome news. Do your thing, JBH. Max Holloway just started a live stream. Hey, motherfuckers, what's up, boss? I like Reloaded's idea, filling in the holes. Sorry. What are you sorry about? Just started a live stream? Oh, Max Holloway started a live stream? The CTE Hour with JBH. You think Khabib has ever seen his wife? God, come on. God, you're just as bad as Moss. All right, let's look at this. This is what I wanted to show you guys. Hurricane Dorian. I heard that we're supposed to be getting the tip of the iceberg of Hurricane Dorian in a few days. It did take its turn north like we said it would. But now it's going to be like category 3 or something like that by the time it hits around where we are. Okay. So right now it slammed the Bahamas. Actually, I have new footage on it. I think it's this one. Yeah, this one. It slammed the Bahamas, and there's pictures. Oh, Jesus, what is with all this fucking ad shit, man? Go ad free. Oh, that's so annoying. What is this? The fuck? All right. Oh my god. Ad blocker. There we go. I hate this. Look at this shit. This is all near the Bahamas. Or in the Bahamas. When it hit the island, they got slammed. It ripped them apart. This poor girl's trying to carry her dog. Getting rescued. Seaweed and sand all up on the streets. Like, the whole place was just destroyed. And everyone's like, oh, it's not gonna hit. It's not gonna hit. But look at this fucking damage. Like, never underestimate a hurricane, guys. Look at this shit. This poor guy. Lugging his shit through the water like that. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. I'm so glad I don't live in an area like this. Shout out to the people who do. This is insane. People getting rescued. Like, why would you put your animals through that and shit too? Why would you stay? Just leave. If they're evacuating, just leave. But the Bahamas, I guess, are difficult to evacuate. Just play some Beach Boys and rebuild. Looks like a rough stag, to be honest. It sucks, yeah, drunk. I bet it does. Shit hits fans sometimes, even in paradise. JBH and Carrie new show. Oh man, I would love to reach out to the Mocking and see if we can get some cringy shows on tonight. Some cringy characters. But one character in particular that we're fond of bringing on for entertainment value doesn't like being called cringe. So that's not gonna happen. Eddie D says King K, he was grooming Rose since she was 15. JBH, call Carrie and Moss, please. Moss is in the other room. All right, let's play some games. Unless you guys want to talk more about news. I can talk about news all night. I can talk about MMA all night. Whatever you guys want to talk about. Until then, let's play some games. Let's see what I have to do here. Bear with me. I'm still learning the ins and outs of the OBS. Okay, here we go. Ready? Boom. Look at that. Like a freaking pro. Like a pro over here. All right, I gotta shrink me. Ta-da! All right, here we go. I got my red wine. Got my gaming. Are you guys ready to hear RX's voice? You want to talk about life? What do you want to talk about, boss? I'll talk about anything. Not in a grand mood today. Why not? What happened, Jackson? What happened? Glad to join you guys. Well, we're glad to give you some entertainment. I'm a natural at figuring out OBS. I try sometimes. I'm actually, it's funny because you watch every day, you watch like Moss do it, and it's like flawless with him, right? But then there's me. And not as flawless, but one day we'll get it. Does anyone else think the earth is hollow? Isn't it? I mean, you got the core. Well, in a way it's not hollow, but in a way it is, because the plasma and everything else, the earth has layers. The earth is like an onion. It has layers. So, hold on. I wonder if we can mute us, so maybe RX can't hear me. New show name, Recapping the Holes. It would have to be relevant to the fight, so it would have to be like the fight briefing, or the rundown, or the analysis, or something like that.
You can't stop the
Vlad.
Siberian Express. CHOO, motherfuckers.
May, nobody I know lives there. Also, those are all crisis sectors. Those houses and water are mostly CGI. Look into it.
Oh, stop it. Stop it, Vlad. Why would you take away from the devastation of something like that? That's such a horrible thing to say. CGI. Ugh. Oh, by the way, Trump. They posted something on Facebook. Trump gave his he was golfing while there was the Odessa, Texas shooting and the Category 5 hurricane in effect. He was golfing for the last 2 days on his golf court, having a grand old time. No announcements about the hurricanes or anything. And then they did a compilation of every time a Category 5 hurricane hit while he was in presidency. And every single time he's like, it was a Category 5. Nobody's ever heard of it. And he says that about every single hurricane that hit that's been a Category 5. Like, if that doesn't show you the stupidity that is in our president right now, or in office right now. Fake news. My fam had to move because of Katrina. Screw Canes, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't want to live anywhere where hurricanes are. Cris was telling me about when Hurricane Sandy hit New York, and this is New York. I mean, they don't really get major hurricanes over here. They just kind of get the remnants of the other ones along the East Coast. And when he told me about, like it hitting New York, I mean, he lost everything. Everything he owned, like, it was just underwater. It's crazy. Everyone did. It's absolutely crazy. He went to an area after there was a mass shooting. He went to an area. Did he make an announcement about it? What was it? Like, oh, we hate for things like this to happen, but I'm not going to tell you guys that it's a distraction from what's really going on. Super chat. Andrew Industries.
Pound the wine.
Pound the wine? I don't know if I can pound it. I mean, I think that would make me sick, no? You're not really supposed to pound wine. You're supposed to sip it. Sip it and enjoy. How many of you guys think that the Odessa shootings and shit like that, like, they're all, this is for you, Andrews Industries. Cheers. They're all distractions from what's really going on right now. I do. Oh my god, this guy just ran over a horse. That was a big gulp. I took a big gulp for you. I can't pound it. That'll make me sick, man. Took a big gulp for you, though. The man paid for some pounding. My foot was a balloon. They are used as distractions. I agree. I agree.
Yes, sir.
The shootings are thanks to the media glorifying them. I think they were crazy people that just shot a bunch of innocents. CIA uses mind control on the shooters. It's all a symptom of mental illness, and the Dems use it as a political ammo to restrict guns. Well, that's another thing. How many of you, drop the ones in the chat if you think guns should be restricted. I'd love to know. How many of you guys think guns should be restricted? If that would make anything better. I would love to know the answer to this. This is why I love Not. I can talk about anything I want and not get hushed for not talking about MMA. I'd love to know. MMA glory holes, revenue streams. Two. Wow, lots of twos. Lots of people think that it shouldn't be. Hold on, Kainoda has something to say here. Jesse, we may never know if it's a distraction, but I do know this. A shooting always pops up when a major story breaks out involving possible incrimination of elite Epstein. Man, I thought you were onto something, and then you did the whole Epstein shit, man. I do agree that something catastrophic happens whenever something else happening that the government doesn't want us to focus on. I do agree with that. Like, crazy shit happens and the government's like, oh no, we gotta distract them, send out a fucking mentally ill guy to shoot up a place. I do feel that I have a conspiracy about that. I do feel that we are often distracted by fake news, or not fake news, but news that's irrelevant to what's really going on. The less government, the better. I agree. I agree. I didn't lose a damn thing during Hurricane Sandy. Less government, the better. Alex Jones is the truth. Alex Jones got shut down. I would love to be the next Alex Jones, but they would shut my shit down so quick. The conspiracies I have, guys, they would shut me down. There's no way they'd let me stay on YouTube. There's a reason they shut down Alex Jones. And that's another conspiracy I have. Pizzagate was a travesty. Problem, reaction, solution, all social engineering, brainwashing. We are all being transformed. I agree with that. I agree. I have a feeling. Well, it's not even a feeling. I just know.
Hey, you ain't gotta wave no gun.
That. Did you guys hear that? Hey, you ain't gotta wave no gun. That they are shaping our minds based on what they show us in media and entertainment and in the news and things like that. They are shaping us to behave a certain way. A way that they need us to behave, you know? I think Trump is against the New World Order. Infowars.com is still running, is it? We had someone who was an Infowars fan in our website once. Wow, that was an excellent kill. Look, another one. Oh, another. Look at that shit, man. Just killed 3 chickens. If you watch TV, you're being programmed. That's right. I agree. You know what, though? I feel that people could say the same thing about watching us, you know? Like, people could be like, oh, well, they're being paid to say certain things and things like that. Like, you could really say that about anything. So I try to play devil's advocate, but I do believe they want us to think certain things when we watch. Anytime you turn on that TV. Is Cris in the chat under a rogue name? No. He doesn't really have any rogue names. It's always just the MMA holes. Well, he has his own, like personal account, but he'll never go in the chat with it. Drun Eddie Guerrero. I get all my news from the MMA Hills Discord. That's right. Hey guys, if you want to sign up for the MMA Hills Discord, link in the description to Patreon, and you guys can get access to a private Discord. So I was talking to Cris, and we've come up with a couple of ideas for Patreon. Kind of give you guys some extra content since you guys are you know, amazing enough to support the show. There's some ideas floating around on how we can give you guys a little more content on Patreon. So keep your eye out on Patreon. We're gonna make some things happen over here. Who's Cris? Where's Ann H? I don't know. Where is Ann H? A Canadian patron? You can get Patreon where you are. 7-Eleven was a part-time job. Okay. Discord is cool kids table. Yeah, I love it. I mean, I'm not always talking in there, but I'm always looking. I'm always looking to see what you guys have, like the videos you drop and all that. So I'm always watching. I'm always watching. Guys. I'm always watching. I couldn't have done that in a smoother fashion. I think that was probably the smoothest I've ever done something like that. That's kind of creepy. I wanted to do it like way smoother than that, like blow up my face faster. I just couldn't do it. Hold on, let me try this again. Guys. I'm always watching. That's what I get for gulping the wine. Thanks to Andrews.
Hey, Chris and JB.
Oh, there he is.
How you doing?
There he is. Can you hear me? I don't think he can hear me. Alright, well. Nailed it. Thanks, Heavy. Thanks, Heavy Microgrow. I tried.
Hello?
Hold on, bro. I'm working on some. I've got more important things to do right now, RX. Alright. Smooth as fuck.
Chris, CBH.
From your eyes to Lil Bob's tits. See the Reptoid eye blink. JBH creeping me out. So I'm gonna figure it out. I'll figure out how OBS works a little better, and then I'll figure out a way to do that way smoother next time. All right, so RX is here. No RX. I'm starting to feel the same way about RX as I do about Connor. You want me to mute him? I feel bad doing that. I always feel bad muting him because he doesn't do anything wrong. I love you too, Ethiopian. I want to talk about news. Like, I don't really want to play this game too much. I'd rather. I want to bring
Chris,
a character.
Can talk?
I want to bring a character on the show. Like, I wish the
mock. Yeah, right away from me.
Oh, Mikey, you're in the mocking, right? Mikey, maybe you can reach out and see if we can get some characters on the show tonight. Some cringy characters.
I want to talk.
Drunk Brothers and Sisters of America is a new sponsor of the MMA Holes. Is RX related to you guys? Like Moss's kid? No, he's just someone that stumbled upon us when we were playing Red Dead once, and now he's become a friend of Red Dead. RX is definitely Moss's kid. I'm a character. You want to come on the show, Khabib Goat?
I found you guys off of Cody versus TJ too.
Cody versus TJ too. Pretend you're not home, JBH. Maybe he'll go. Oh, stop it. He's not doing anything. Moss is good. RX sounds inebriated. He has been downing mouthwash. All right. I want to talk more about things a little bit. Hold on. Turn that down a little. But then if the donations come in, let's see if I can keep this up so that if the donations come in, I can hear you guys. Turn down the sound. Settings. The Kinshiros have been collecting data on Americans for decades. There be the death of us. All right, here we go. Audio. We'll fix this up here, guys. There we go. Back. That should be better. So if you guys donate, hopefully you won't hear as much of this. China submarine base in the Bahamas. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna shrink this up a little. So... Ta-da! This is fun. I gotta say, I get why Moss loves it. I get it. I'm a fan of this, of learning this software, of learning the whole production behind it. I should do these streams more often, like solo, not the MMA hole streams, just bullshitting with you guys. You know. Well, I guess when I start doing my own show on Thursdays, I'll get the hang of it. But I'd rather get the hang of it here, so that when I do my own show on the main channel, I look like I know what I'm doing. You know? Talk about overdosing on drugs. Bro, I almost did once. When I was in high school because I was an idiot. My friend brought over a drug that I'd never tried before, and I was very rebellious, and I said, fuck it, let's try it. And I took far too much than I should have and ended up in an ambulance on my way to the hospital having seizures in the back of the ambulance. It was a fucked up time. I was a fucked up kid. Hurricane is controlled, not natural. What? Why do you have scum punching hole people on your wall? Please explain. Well, this one came from the old studio from an old OG who bounced, unfortunately. He's no longer with us. He went batshit crazy and decided to leave the holes like most batshit crazy people do. But he was an artist, and he made that one. And then Artem was a gift from one of our other viewers earlier this year. When you did the fake weed, yeah, it was like a chemical. It was like spice or some shit, but it was laced with something. And I was having seizures in the back of the ambulance. That was fucked up shit, man. That was fucked. If spice isn't bad enough, get it laced. I almost died. Why did Jessica G dip out? Let's hear the story. I don't know. If I had to be quite honest, I mean, I'd love to tell you the story. We have no problem telling the stories, but she bounced, and she never told us anything. She never told us why. You know, like, we didn't get a message from her. We just saw that she deleted her Patreon pledge, and we never got a message. And then there were some people telling us why, but the stories were a little off. Like, none of the stories that we got from people really matched up, so we have a feeling that maybe she was telling people different stories. I don't know. Like, I can't say. She never told us. She just bounced. Same thing happened to me, JBH. Dude, it's a scary fucking thing, but it'll teach you. If your parents telling you not to do drugs is enough, get in one of those situations, it'll teach you. It's fabric. I've only taken hallucinogens, juiced up hurricanes with microwaves. JBH, do you know what a gatekeeper is? Yes. Sean Rosas, Jessica G kept making fake accounts of me and timed me out all the time. Yeah, she timed out a lot of people. What is this noise, RX? What's going on in the background here? Turn the stream down. I can hear myself talking. She got tired of me and KFC proving her wrong. Control direction with chemtrails. Hot pocket hurricanes. Bro, turn the stream down. Ever done shrooms or acid? No, I came close to doing shrooms once, but I pussied out. And I never did it. Alright, I'm about to mute this guy if he doesn't turn that stream down. Is it gone? Okay, it's gone. My friends went to the hospital for doing acid, and that stuff fucked with them all night. Yeah, it's drugs are a scary thing, man. But that didn't stop me. I still tried shit after. Like, I learned my lesson for about a year or two, and then I got stupid again, and I've tried so much stupid shit. And the worst thing is if you have an addictive personality, then, like, it's not the drug that necessarily, it's just trying the new drugs and stuff like that. It's really stupid. It's a stupid fucking, just dumb. Jessica G was probably doing research and is going to roll out with her own MMA themed show. She was funny though, wicked sense of humor. Yeah, she was funny, but I mean, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So I wanted to show you guys, aside from these, Costco. Oh, it's probably a long way. Shoot. How do I do this? Costco's selling a 72-pound wheel of cheese, guys. Did you know this? And I love cheese. I love it. Cheese is where it's at. And let me just show you. This thing is fucking massive. I gotta go down a little bit because we did the show. So some of the MMA news is kind of in the way. I would love to show you this about the cheese. How many of you guys have heard about this? 72 pounds of cheese. It's a cheese wheel. It's a Parmesan cheese wheel. And Costco's selling a 72-pound wheel of it. Let's see. Jesus, how far away is this? This must have been... What the heck? Maybe I did this on a different one? Oh, who knows? I'm not going to go out. Anyway, Costco's selling a 72-pound wheel of cheese. It's pretty awesome. Sells wheels of weed now. I was gifted a 50-pound wheel of Asiago from Culinary Conversion. What did you do? Like, what do you do with all that cheese? It's just crazy. Let's see what's in the news today for MMA. Cris Cyborg inks a record-breaking contract, or record-breaking, Jessica Andrade's coach laments Can you guys believe this? Jessica Andrade said that there were no mistakes made in the fight. She has nothing to be ashamed of. She's happy with how it turned out. She's happy with her training. And, she's just, it is what it is kind of attitude about the fight. What kind of champion has that attitude about losing their belt? I've never seen a fighter have that type of attitude. Not one. Every fighter who's ever lost their belt as a champion has either, even if they're like, oh, it is what it is, they've always said something along the lines of, my training could have been better, my team could have been better, I could have done this better. There's always one thing, right? Jessica Andrade, not one thing that she could have done different in that fight. Not one. It's fine. I did everything right. If you did everything right, why didn't you retain your belt? It doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. That is the dumbest thing I have ever heard. Oh yeah, Jessica's slap fist compared to the Chinese punch of death. JBH got Moss tied up. She's in charge now. Nah, he's just chilling in the other room doing other things. DC didn't say that. She probably got a bucket of money on the sly or something. Oh yeah, what are the payouts? Let's see. I wonder what I never even checked what the payouts were. Let's see. UFC Shenzhen pay. Salary? Fighter salaries, incentive, pay. Here we go. Let's see here. The fuck? Okay. Why? What the fuck? Alright, whatever. Forget that one. UFC 236 salaries. I'd love to know. Does anyone know where I can get the payouts? Jane got the shout out from Tom Brady. Maybe she said that because she did take a dive. You think she did? Here we go. New champ Zhang Lin's 50k bonus. Holy shit, a 50k bonus. Well, that's about right. Bonuses were announced post-fight. But it doesn't give me any numbers. UFC Shenzhen. Huh. If anyone knows where I can get the payouts, I'm not going to sit here and hunt it down, but if anyone knows where I can get the payouts, let me know. Because I would love to know what Jessica Andrade got paid for taking that dive. Andrade took a dive. She made much more on the side. Totally a fixed fight. You know what? Everyone's saying that. It sucks because I didn't get to see... I only got to see the highlights because I was sick. But Moss disagrees. He says that it was not a fixed fight. It's interesting to me, though, that a lot of people are saying it is a fixed fight. Here we go. All right, here we go. Weili Zhang made $100,000 for the performance, $50,000 performance of the night bonus, and $30,000 sponsorship. Andrade made only $40,000 less. Look at this shit. She made the same amount of money for the performance, $40,000. She made more off the Reebok sponsorship than Weili Zhang did. And the only reason Zhang made more was because of the performance of the night bonus. If she never got that bonus, she would have still made $10,000 less than Jessica Andrade. Explain that one to me. What the fuck? How does this one make sense? Jessica Andrade must have a good manager, man. Who's her manager? Who's Jessica Andrade's manager? Yeah, she was a champ, but she still would have made $10,000 more had Weili Zhang never had that performance of the night bonus. Even if Weili Zhang won the fight by unanimous decision, she still would have made $10,000 less than Jessica Andrade because she wouldn't have had a performance of the night. Wow. Wow. That's interesting. That's championship pay, baby. I know. Well, yeah, but here's the thing. This is like I just said. Even championship pay, which is rightful. I mean, championship pay, you deserve it. Even if Weili Zhang won, she still would have made $10,000 less than the champion who just lost her belt. That part doesn't make any sense to me. Remember when Joe Rogan leaked out DC made $4 million, but according to those payouts, he made $500K. I don't remember that. I had a performance of the night not too long ago, but didn't get a big check. Not fixed. She's now the Valentina of SWD. Div. 50G USD for a bonus. Rest in peace, Fearsman. Yo, Joey! Alright. I was just talking about you guys. I said if someone can reach out to the Mocking and get us some cringy characters on the show. But I don't think we're getting Fears on the show tonight because he got very bothered by some things that occurred on the last show. But I would love to get a cringy character on here for my audience and let them have some fun. So if you have anyone, I don't have the Discord open right now, but if you have anyone, feel free to send them my way. I might be able to get Carrie if she's awake. Do you guys want Carrie again? I think they got a kick out of Carrie last time. I think it was funnier when Carrie and V-Neck were on because they hadn't seen each other in a while. But, yeah, that'd be funny. I just don't really know what to interview her about now because we already kind of tossed everything. Get Sega Camp on. JBH, no, please. No Carrie. Oh, you didn't like Carrie. I could ask Sega Camp too. Yes, let Chrome talk to her. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. So, Joey, Chrome, one of our audience members, has a big crush on Carrie. I think that, get Chrome on. Chrome to your dome. Get him and Carrie on. I think that'll be worth the watch. Gum Chewing 101. Honestly, has anyone here ever Wang Chung'd? Have you, Van Chipman? Hollywood is Peterwood. Supplied in an economics, UFC is a business, not a merit judiciary. Joey tried to get Yak off. Carrie and Chrome. So Flat Earth Deacon's on board with Carrie and Chrome. JBH caught the corruption live, everyone. Dana straight paid Andrade $1 million cash on the side. What? That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Please. Oh, please. Let's see what everyone else made here. Li Jing Liang made 103,000, 24 performance win bonus and performance of the night bonus. So 2 bonuses that night. And then the 5,000 sponsorship. So everyone else, I mean, they did all right. I mean, even the lowest paid fighter didn't, I mean, it's not great, but it wasn't a horrible one for fight night pay. JBH has moss stuffed in a barrel in the bathroom. That's right, I do. All right, let's see. Let's go, let's check out some MMA news. Tony Ferguson. I saw this earlier. Focus on a UFC title shot and not Conor McGregor. This is exactly what I said, guys. This is exactly what I said. I said that no matter who wins between Poirier and Khabib, I think Ferguson should get the title shot next, right? And if that happens, then I think Conor would fight whoever the number 2 is as a co-main event. That is the perfect card to either finish up 2019, which probably won't happen this year, or to start off 2020. That's the way to do it. Or, 2 things can happen. That, or they push Tony Ferguson back, which I don't think they should do. Tony Ferguson deserves a shot. After this, I think Tony Ferguson deserves a shot against the title. But if they're not going to give Tony Ferguson the shot, they'll push him back. And if Khabib loses, which I don't think is going to happen, but if he loses, then Ferguson will fight Khabib. They'll try and set that fight up for a 5th time and hope that it works out. And then the winner of that will go for the title against Poirier, because the UFC won't want to keep Poirier as a champ for long because he's not a marketable champ, like what Moss was saying earlier. McGregor is a rapist, asked Khabib, only one to call him out on it. Conor is... No, they dropped the charges on that, Jared. Apparently they didn't have enough evidence. Like, this woman was like just looking for a money grab. Look at how top-heavy all the pay-per-views are coming up. It's like they forgot they say they were doing 2 title fights at pay-per-view. All right, so let's look at this, because you bring up a good point. Let's look at the lightweight division. Actually, he has UFC.com open here. Let's take a look at the lightweight division. Here we go. Bantam, feather, lightweight. Let's take a look at the lightweight division here. So we've got Khabib on top, Poirier number 1. And these two are fighting this weekend at UFC 242. Ferguson at number 2. Conor at number 3. Which I still don't understand why Conor's at number 3, but whatever. So these two are going to fight at UFC 242. I say Tony Ferguson fights the winner. Conor McGregor takes on the loser of this fight as a co-main event for the next Khabib card. I say that's what happens in the lightweight. Now, do I want to see maybe Justin Gaethje versus Conor? Yes, because it would be perfect for Justin Gaethje to scoot himself up. Does he win the fight? That's debatable, because he is great on the feet. He has excellent striking power, but he doesn't protect his head. And we know he's a great wrestler, but he's hardly ever on the ground, which could come to an advantage to Conor if Gaethje doesn't take it to the ground. But it's something that I think that Conor should rightfully have, because he doesn't deserve a title shot. And if he's not going to settle for anything less than the co-main event, at least give Justin Gaethje that co-main, right? But if that doesn't happen, I say the winner of Khabib Dustin fights Tony, and the loser fights Conor at the co-main, because we all know Conor's not going to settle for anything less than a co-main event. That's what I see happening. I love Tony, but he's not a draw. It's interesting you say that. Cris was saying the same thing, but I disagree. I think Tony has really stacked himself up lately when it comes to the MMA fan base. 100%. I think that he's creating a draw for himself. Look what happened when he fought Cowboy a little while back. I mean, everyone was excited for that fight, and I'm sure you could be like, oh, well, it was because of Cowboy, but it was because Tony was coming back too. And Tony went through all that bullshit in his personal life and in his training and shit like that. I mean, I think he's genuinely bringing a draw that people are unaware of. I really do feel that way. Fight School with JBH. Tony is a draw to non-casuals. You don't think that casual fans are attracted to Tony? Actually, no, I was going to say I know someone who's a casual fan who likes Tony, but he's not really a casual anymore. Yes, Pulse. I'm a total casual, and I love watching when Tony fights. There you go, Joey. Total casual. Love watching Tony Ferguson. Do you even watch MMA, bro? Yeah, the crowd at 238 was really excited for Tony versus Cowboy. Yeah. Did you see, the hype build-up for that fight was insane. It was incredible. And even the open workouts, everyone was all Tony Ferguson. Everyone was on that guy's ass. They were riding him like... It was just ridiculous. You do watch it? So, there you go, guys. A casual in the chat likes watching Tony Ferguson. Did the Mets win? I don't know. I think Moss is still watching them. Top of the 7th. Yes, Mets are still winning 4-2. That's non-fucking around. I really do like to watch him. So, I mean, that's a perfect example there. Now, he's only one casual out of the millions of casuals that MMA is picking up now, but it's a start, right? I really feel that Tony has much more of an audience and a draw now than what people give him credit for. I think people are still so locked into this idea that Tony Ferguson wasn't a draw because of where he was a year or two ago, that they're not looking at where he is now. I mean, he's overcome a lot, and for him to come back the way he did, and for him to kind of take that fight the way he did against Cowboy, and for Cowboy to kind of skid out of the fight the way he did, how could you not like Tony? The way he behaved, the way he reacted to the whole situation. I mean, if anything, Tony deserves a shot at the title for all the shit that he's come through. Moss must have money on the game. Remember, 2 p.m. main card this Saturday. Yeah, so let me show you guys that real quick. For those of you guys who still don't know, UFC 242 is in Abu Dhabi, and it's a really bizarre time. I think they said 2 p.m. local time. Let me just pull it up here. 2 p.m. Eastern time. So that's for us. We'll probably be live for the entire card. The early prelims start at 10. But I know in Arizona, they start at 7. And I think for 8, 9, 10. So actually, Oregon, the East Coast, because Ann said she was 3 hours behind. So it's going to be 7 o'clock for people on the East Coast. 7 a.m. is the early prelims, and the main card will probably be around 11 a.m. It's an early card, but I'm excited. I like when it's all switched up like that. 2 p.m. is like 5 a.m. Diaz runs the UFC now. By the way, Van Shipman, I saw an article today that Diaz is already back into training. He took no time off after his last fight. He is ready to go. He is back in training. I think, how many of you guys think that he's going to train for Conor? Imagine he trains for Conor. Then Bellator. Did we ever establish the race nationality of Chrome Cheetom? Yes, he's a Chihuahua Dachshund Terrier. I'll let you figure that one out. You guys doing Bellator as well on Saturday? Oh, shit. It's Bellator 226, right? Let's check. That's a good question. I didn't know that was this Saturday. Bellator.com. I think it's 226. Bader versus Congo. Yep, that is this Saturday. Yep, 226. All right. But that one starts at 7:30 for the prelims. So what we'll probably do is, you know what? Oh, shit. That's tough because it's not like we can go off air. We can't really go. Usually we would go off air and then go back on air an hour later or something. But with the length of the card of UFC 242, it won't be processed in time. So we might have to like burn an hour on air with you guys, just doing like stupid shit. And then when Bellator comes on, just go straight into Bellator. We might not be able to go off air and have that hour break. Hey guys, it's me, Wade. Wade is dropping in to say hi. Two of the most boring fighters against each other. My goodness. Bader? What? You think Bader's a boring fighter? No, Ma said you were busy last week, and I think it's this week. Yes or no, Jesse? Bellator is this week, yes. I don't know if we're doing it, though. That's something that I'm going to have to ask Moss. You can leave the loom. What's up, Wade? Everyone say what's up to Wade in the chat. Oh, my God. All right, should I want to play, but I don't want someone talking while I'm trying to talk to you guys, and cheers. Nate doesn't move the needle. Nate is the needle. Call him Nate the Needle from now on. Do you guys want to take calls or something? Or I can open up the Hangouts, or I would love to get a cringy character on. Where's Joey? Joey, give me a cringy character, please. I'd love to give some IRL entertainment. Dumb Casual Congo was in one of the best fights ever. Wade says, you better behave or I'll wrench you damn trolls. How many people, thanks Joey, how many people know who Moss is referring to? They're all out being cringy though. Alright, keep me posted. Hell, it's probably Jessica G. I'd want to do a call, but I'm not cringy, lol. You don't have to be cringy. But I asked Joey because so there's a whole other world out there in the YouTube space that is full on, like, just the best entertainment. If you ever want to escape your real life and just watch a train wreck, this world it's unimaginable. And when I say cringy, I mean there's certain characters that you can't find anywhere else. And if you bring them on a show, you're guaranteed to have some content. No matter how ridiculous it sounds, you are guaranteed to have some sort of content. Especially when it comes to our audience. I think you guys eat it up more than most, especially with the donations and shit. Like, it's funny because they hear it and then you get to watch their reactions. But you found an even bigger rabbit hole. How have I not heard of it, Joey? Let me know. People like drama. That's exactly what it is. But it's funny. You know, if you don't get intertwined in the drama yourself, it's just funny to fucking watch. Like, I don't think I've had any more amusement watching. I mean, I'm pretty amused watching myself, but Dan the man.
You can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Just between me and you, is Moss dead and did you kill him? I won't tell anyone if you did.
Okay. Between me and you, Dan the man. Yes. How smooth was that? State the
You
whole.
can't stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Real loves tranny hookers. KFC had a boner during his wrestling matches. Van Shipman has fathered 17 kids in Bangkok alone. Drug Savage is disappointed he survived the hurricane. Kane Shiro is planning to kidnap JB8 to be cook. Great job, JB8.
Thank you. From the State of the Holes address. Thank you. I appreciate it. Did Cris go down to Florida to save Fierce Man to apologize to him? No. Yeah. Here's the thing. You don't get. Don't ever expect an apology from the king. He's the fucking king. Like, if you think for 1 second that you can try and make him feel guilty and apologize to you, please. You don't fuck with the king. And if you try and do something to show that you're triggered, you know it's just going to influence him more to fuck with you. So, the whole apologize thing, he'll never get it. He'll never fucking get that. What the fuck? You don't fuck with the king. Choo-choo train tracks use. But he hurt his feelings. I know, I said that. I told him he hurt his feelings, but it's not how it works around here. It might work that way in the other world, but not in this world. Wigger, please. Jess, you look pretty tonight. Thank you, Tim Butler. Appreciate it. Hey, babe. Hey, Dark Dimension. Jared says, Sam E with earthquakes and tsunamis. Moss is putting the lotion on the skin. LOL, says Vlad. Vlad says, I'm lost. Yeah, Vlad. Well, you were here, Vlad, when we were trying to get Fears on the last time. And he flaked on us, and then he said Moss hurt his feelings. And he said for Moss to never watch his content again until he apologizes. So, which he'll never get. You want the phone? All right, I'll open the phone for a minute until Joey gets us a character. Let me see here. I forgot how to do this. Oh, here we go. I got it. Don't you worry. Don't you fret, my little minions. I got this. Don't you fret. Oh shit, I think this is the wrong one. Hold on. Fret. Fret now until I figure out. My picture is the submarine dock. Khabib, go. He'll be on the phone for just a few minutes. He wants to talk about some MMA. All right, here we go. Oh, I think I got it now. Here we go. Don't you fret, my minion holes. Don't you fret. All right. Let's see here. Phone call. Oh, no, that's all right. Let's see how I did this. Hold on. I know how to do this. I've seen Moss do it before. Just give me a minute. Holy hell, another SJW had their feelings hurt by words. Well, bless their heart. Moss went in the sun and exploded. It's the truth. All right, let me see how to do this. Okay. Just 1 second, Kevin. Don't you fret. I know I have the right thing open. I just have to figure out how this works. Great content. So, yeah, man, I'm trying to figure out how this phone, I know I figured it out the other day, and then you know how when you figure something out and then you forget how it's done? Maybe Wade can tell me in the chat how to do this. When you figure something out and then literally like a day later you forgot how you did it. It's like that. JBA is looking for the oven timer. Please don't let it work. At this rate, I'm not going to get anything to work. Hold on. Don't you fret. I have Stockholm Syndrome. What are you talking about? Please don't let it work. No. Oh, my soundbite's turned off. Everything's destroyed. Now I get why Moss gets a little flustered sometimes when it comes to the... All right, Kevin. I gotta be honest with you. I don't know what I'm doing here. So, sorry, bud. I can't set up the calls for you. Unless I figure it out. But I feel like this is the worst content in the world to sit here trying to figure out how to use these phones. Wade needed for tech support. I know. Wade, tech support. In the chat, Wade. Can you tell me how to do this, Wade? I have the thing open. I just don't figure it out. Wade, help. Don't worry. But if this doesn't happen within the next minute, I'm just gonna forget it. Forget it. No calls. Just post your cell number. Yeah, right. Let's see. Why can't we all gather around a huge bucket of Hinshiros and just get along? I would do my Kinshiro impersonation now. All right, Wade. Wade, feel free to help me, Wade. Phone calls. Here we go. Phone calls. Conversations. Fuck, man. All right, forget it. Forget it. If Wade's not gonna help me, what the fuck? Fuck it. Wade, goddammit, help JBH. Wade clearly has no interest in helping me figure out these phone calls, so. Post Kevin's number and we'll all call him. I have Kevin's number in here. I could call him, but I'd love to figure out how to set up the numbers so you guys can all call. You suck, Wade. Yeah, what the fuck, Wade, you ginger fook. Oh, man. Everyone light Wade on fire right now for not helping me figure out. Yeah, I tapped. For not helping me figure out the phone lines. Oh, my God. Oh, well. Maybe Wade can help me figure it out. Anytime Wade wants to help me figure it out, figure out the phone lines. Wade. All right, forget it. All right, until Wade comes in to help, we'll continue talking about some M&A. I will call Wade if he does not get his ginger ass in here to help you, Jesse. Wade is sitting on 5-2 Mets. Are you kidding me? You're giving the Mets score? You can't help me with the phone lines? Are you... Just... All right. Okay. I go in there and he goes, I was like, are you kidding me? And he goes, I dropped the score. I'm like, I know, but what about the phone lines? He goes, what are you talking about? All right. So he said, go to Hangouts and go to settings. Settings? Phone call? And he said, go to settings. Settings. Here we go. Ah! I got it, guys. All right. Hello, MMA troll. We saw your shorts. Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. I think the phone lines are open now. Ring on incoming phone calls. I think they're open now. 516-522-0267. If you want to call. Until Joey can get us a cringy character on the show. Oh, there it is. 405, you're live with not the MMA holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Yo, it's Drunk Savage.
Yo, Drunk Savage. What's up?
Hey, I ain't fucking drunk. It's Chrome. Fuck you, Kevin.
I should have known that because it didn't come in as an unknown caller.
Yeah.
Chrome, are you excited to get Carrie on the show tonight?
Boy, I hope she comes on, man. I want to see what them lists do.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
What do you think the odds are of us getting Carrie on the show?
I don't know. Probably slim.
Slim? You're supposed to have high hopes. This is your dream girl.
Hey, I'm a man of the people. I don't care.
All right. What's on your mind, Chrome?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing? You just decided to dodge Kevin?
Yeah. Yep, cock block Kevin. I think that's everybody should do tonight, just cock block Kevin.
Well, it seems like that's everyone's agenda. I mean, you're on board. Drunk is always cock blocking Kevin. I think NH tries every once in a while.
Yeah, I can't hear his voice because I just instantly think about killing myself.
That's a horrible thing to say.
So anytime, whatever I can do to not hear his voice, I'm going to do.
Chrome, NH mentioned porta potty sex addict Carrie. So, do you have anything to say about the porta potty sex addict Carrie?
The porta potties. That's rough.
Yeah?
Porta potties? Have you been in a porta potty? When's the last time you've been in a porta potty?
Like when I was 10 at a baseball game?
Gee, oh my God. I don't know if I could do that shit again.
When was the last time you were at wait, you fucked in a porta potty?
Yeah, a long time ago.
You're nasty. You guys belong together. You're nasty.
Hey man, when you gotta get it in, you gotta get it in. You don't think about that shit.
Outside of the porta
get in
potty.
there.
How about at
go
night?
to work.
Oh my goodness. You're nasty.
You gotta get in there and go to work. You don't think about that sanitary and shit. You just get in there. It's a job.
How do you put your mind past that? That's, ugh. Oh, I would want to kill myself first.
Hey man, you don't think about that shit when you nuts deep.
Yeah. Tell me more, Chrome.
Oh man, hey, this was crazy days.
Yeah.
Crazy days.
This is Trent Jacobson.
That's back when I was a psycho.
Trent Jacobson says...
This is number one bullshit.
Trent Jacobson can suck these fucking nuts in his goddamn mouth.
In a porta potty, right?
Oh, it don't matter. Porta potty is mama's house. It don't fucking matter.
Okay. All right. What else is on your
Tell
mind,
his
Chrome?
mama she can suck my dick from the back too if she wants.
Ugh. You're the worst. You're the worst. Chrome, what do you think about Cris Cyborg signing with Bellator?
Who?
Cyborg.
Cyborg.
Yeah.
What division she fighting in? Men's featherweight division?
What? No, she signed. No, she signed to fight in the 145 division.
Who the fuck's in that division?
For Bellator?
Yeah, who's in that division?
That's a good question. Well, Scott Coker said that he had a bunch of female fighters lined up, so we'll see. I think Julia Budd.
Yeah, there's like 2 people. It was Julia Budd and the girl she fought.
Yeah. But I think he said he had like a whole bunch of female fighters who were lined up to fight.
Well, Kevin, I know Kevin ain't talking shit. I know Kevin still suck on his mama's titty. I know he ain't talking shit.
All right. Okay. Is that all you have to say, girl?
Anyway, yeah, tell Kevin not be at his house later. Fuck his mama.
Okay, I'll be sure to tell him when he calls in.
All right.
That was Chrome T-Dome. 516-522-0267. If you want to call in before Kevin gets in on the lines. Wade just finally texted me to say to watch the levels of the calls to the donations. So Wade came in handy for once. Here we go. Is this Drunk Savage?
Hello?
Hello? What's your name?
Huh?
Is this Pulse?
Yeah.
What's up, Pulse?
Not much. Would it be weird if I called in strictly to ask you to open up Hangout?
To open up Hangouts?
Yeah.
Why do you want Hangouts open? I'm going to open up Hangouts when we get Carrie on the line.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, if you want.
So if I get Carrie in, or another cringy character, will you jump in Hangouts and ask her some questions?
Absolutely.
You're not gonna sit there all quietly, are you?
No, I'm gonna talk.
All right,
I basically just called right now to cock block Kevin, but I mean, what's up? What's going on?
Nothing. I'm just free roaming on Red Dead, talking about some MMA and praying for the members of Hurricane Dorian.
Oh yeah. All thoughts and prayers with them.
Yeah. Are you?
What is your? Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you.
What's up?
Who was it that drew that picture?
That drew what picture? The Connor one?
The Connor one, or the other one, the one that's on the wall that you said he started flaking out.
Oh, the Connor and the Marlon. We used to have a Marlon Brando one. He did both of them. That was Brady Ferguson. He was
Who?
Brady Ferguson. I mean, I don't know if you were around when he was. He was there in the very, very early days. He was actually really cool. He brought a lot of value, but he bounced. He bounced from the community.
What happened with him?
I don't know. Like, I guess he got angry about something and then just like left. I think he started getting angry when I started becoming more present, because they wanted like an all men's kind of thing. And the moment there was a vagina on board, they just weren't having it. You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You don't know who Brady Ferguson is?
Say what?
You don't know who Brady Ferguson is?
Yeah, no, I remember him now.
Yeah. Yeah, he was cool. He brought a lot of content, but unfortunately, he just he bounced. So.
Yeah, well, fuck him.
Yeah. So, Pulse, can you give us a little insight on this whole real situation? What happened there?
I don't know, man. I don't. That guy is. I don't know, man. That guy is a weirdo for real. Like, he's like 38 years old, and you know, he's always promoting fake news. Like Usman was scared and all this old bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He's just a weirdo.
So
we're better off without him.
From my understanding, you were timing him out for no reason.
I wasn't timing him out for no reason. I told him not to use my. Well, no, it wasn't for no reason.
What was he doing?
You know, being his normal little bitch self. I gave him specific instructions not to use my name.
Your name?
Mm-hmm.
Pulse?
Mm-hmm.
And he used it.
He did, and so I made him face the corner.
So if he shows up again, are you gonna keep timing him out, or are you gonna give him a second chance?
That's all up to real.
It's all up to real. So you're saying if he comes in and starts antagonizing you again, then he's out of here.
It's not about antagonizing me. It's a real simple rule set. Do not use the letters P-U-L-S-E in the chat.
What if he's talking about his heartbeat, Pulse?
Unless he's talking about it's about to stop, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know.
Yeah.
Other than that.
Oh, hold on. We got a donation.
Super chat.
Niall Flanagan.
Points JBH.
Points JBH. Woo! Points Niall Flanagan. You know what? Here's to you, Niall Flanagan. Pulse, do you have a drink with you right now?
I can pour one up right quick. Why? What's up?
Niall Flanagan just gave me 5 points, so I demand we all cheers to Niall Flanagan.
Okay. Well, I'm holding mine up to the phone here.
All right, ready? Clink.
Here.
Clink. All right.
Is there any way after I hang up that you can guarantee the next person who calls isn't KFC?
There's no way I can guarantee that.
Well, then let's talk for living longer.
All right. What do you want to talk about?
How about Connor? I don't believe he doesn't deserve a rematch. He did nothing in that fight to deserve a rematch.
Against Khabib?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not going to happen. If Khabib, even if Khabib wins, the and retains the title, Conor's not going to be the one to fight him. It's not going to happen. There's no way, because they gave Conor the title fight, the chance of the title last time after taking that hiatus. There was a lot of people who were pissed about that. And then the fact that he lost that fight, it looked really bad for the UFC. And I know the UFC is all about numbers, but the last thing they want is to look that horrible for someone who's been out of the game for so long and to take an L like that. So it's like I said, he won't settle for anything less than a co-main, but there's just no way they're going to give him that title shot again. At least not the first fight back.
Yeah, I agree. He needs to run it back with Nate. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Run it back with Nate?
Yeah.
Well, Nate is training again.
Say what?
Nate is training again. He got back into training right after his last fight.
That's the only thing that makes sense, because he beat Nate the first fight, and he did the gentleman thing by giving him a rematch. So, since he beat Nate in the rematch, he should run it back.
Do you not think that Conor versus the loser of this title fight should be the co-main event for the winner of this title fight against Tony?
I actually don't think Conor's ever coming back, and that's the other thing I want to talk about. That rape case is not fake news. That has not been settled. That's still ongoing.
What they said? They said they had revoked it. That they didn't have enough evidence against him or some shit.
Where you read that somewhere?
Yeah, I read that that it was revoked and that the police didn't have enough evidence, and that whole and even Dana White made comments on it that it was completely revoked.
I don't know. I read something. If you read the details of his accuser, him and his crew into some really sick shit, man.
What were the details? Hold up, we got Fat Albert.
Then stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Fat Albert.
Hey, it's Fat Albert.
Hey, it's Fat Albert. Do you have anything to say to Fat Albert?
Yeah, go ahead and give an L to that donation.
Why?
And the donator.
Do you know who the donator is?
Yeah, it was a little kid named Kevin.
You think that's Kevin?
It was a little kid named Kevin who, in real life, is softer than my nieces.
So what's your beef with Kevin? I thought you guys were cool.
I have no beef with him. He's all right. He's semi-knowledgeable, but he's just a little kid. He's not even a fighter. He's a wrestler. Kevin, go wrestle.
Oh my goodness, you're asking for a fight, Pulse.
It wouldn't even be a fight with me and Kevin. It'd be 2 hits. Me hitting him hitting the ground.
Okay. All right. What else is there to talk about? What did you think about that kid who went blind for eating French fries and white bread for like practically his whole life?
Yeah, that's crazy. I guess that can happen. You gotta switch it up. You gotta get you some leafy greens in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit like that. Oh, speaking of green, I really am sending a pound y'all's way.
Are you kidding me?
He asked for it, so I'm doing it.
I don't think Moss is gonna touch that.
It's CBD. It's all legit. It's all legal. It's something. I forget the name of the act, but it's all legal to ship it to New York, and it's coming y'all's way. And y'all can do whatever you want with it. You could, give it out at a Triton event or whatever.
It's from a company?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so here's the thing. I get really paranoid. Does any of this stuff make me paranoid?
No. It's cannabinoid. It's no psychoactive ingredient in it. It's strictly cannabinoid.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind trying it. My only concern is I get so fucking paranoid. Like, I start getting panic attacks and shit like that. So, I have to be careful what I consume.
Okay, well, I'm sending that, and my artwork is coming soon. And one more thing before I go.
Sure.
Tell KFC not to be mad at me. It's not my fault that when he sits on the toilet, his legs swing.
All right, Paul. So I'll be sure and tell him that.
All right.
All right.
Later, Jeff.
Bye. I'm now wanted. Did you guys see that? I murdered 2 people while I was on the phone with Pulse. All right, I'm going to open up the phone lines again. Let's try and keep it short, guys. I want to... let me just check the Discord real quick before I... Hold up. I'm going to check the Discord. Oh, shit. We're not live anymore. That's great. Hold on. So OBS just shut down again. Oh, motherfucker. OBS is down, bro. Are you guys still, what the fuck? OBS is down on my side.
Let's get this cut and dried, alright?
And it's still working for you guys. What the fuck? This didn't, what the fuck? Alright, hold up. I gotta make sure this is working on my end. It's working for you guys. Hold on. I'm getting a notification. I just want to make sure it doesn't go down on you guys. It went down on my side. Here we go. What's up? Alright. It went down on my side and it wasn't down for them. Alright. So that was Pulse. I want to open up the phone lines again, but I want to keep it short because... Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to check Discord. Alright. Discord. I'm going to check Discord and, yeah, fake news. See what's going on with Joey. See if he can find me a character. I'll move this so it's not in the way. I just murdered 2 people while I was alright, let's see here. Give me 1 second. At Joey. Alright. And H Cool Blacked says Vigo. Alex Lovell says that is my 1800s Moss with a cowboy hat. That's right. They're gonna start shooting at me here in a minute because I went hard in the paint. Why is Kevin everyone's punching bag? That's a good idea. I mean, a good question. I don't know. I think everyone... You know what I think it is? It's not that, like, he's everyone's punching bag, but the guy does kind of ask for it sometimes. Like, the way he talks to people, you know? Like, he intentionally tries to antagonize people sometimes. What? What? He's saying, oh, fuck, but he won't tell me what's wrong. What? Oh. Someone just hit a home run. He says it as if something's wrong. And then he doesn't respond for like 2 minutes. Oh my goodness. Open the phone. Alright, Kevin, but I'm just... Oh shit, I'm being shot at. Kevin. Jesus. Alright. It's open. It's open, Kevin. Here he is. Oh, 405. What's up?
Fuck you, Kevin.
That was, well, I don't quite know who that was. But that was not Kevin. Fuck you, Kevin. Oh my god. He just hung up. Oh, Jesus. Cock block, says AJ. Let's talk about some more MMA. What do you guys want to talk about? We got the Wednesday show tomorrow, so I don't want to talk about too much, but I don't mind talking about some stuff. Everyone's laughing. I don't know who that was, but it was an excellent call. Gotta give it to him. Fuck you, Kevin. It's open, Kevin. Oh shit, no it's not. Just kidding. There it is. Now it's open. You can call in. I'm wanted. I can't find where the rest of these bounty hunters are. You're live with Not the MMA Holes.
Fuck you, Kevin. Suck a dick.
Now I know who it is. Now I know who it is. Kevin, it's live again if you'd like to call in. Oh my god. Here we go. You're live with Not the MMA Holes. Kevin, what's up?
What's up? You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Alright, I'm driving, so I gotta be a little careful, but I got a few things I wanted to talk about.
Sure.
First off, did you hear about this Logan Paul versus KSI thing?
Yeah, I heard there was supposed to be a rematch happening or some shit.
Yeah, I called into the Luke Thomas show and I gave my thoughts on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I basically said, what Luke Thomas was getting at is that Logan Paul isn't an athlete. That all this guy isn't an athlete. He's just a YouTuber, blah, blah, blah. My point is,
why is he so fast?
He took 5th place in the state of Ohio in wrestling, and he was an all-star linebacker.
Uh-huh.
He's an athlete. I mean, he's not an NCAA Division I national champion, doesn't play professional basketball. But to say he's not an athlete or he's not athletic, that's just simply false. Did you watch the first fight?
Yeah, we watched. Actually, I think we did a reaction to the first fight.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a bad boxer. He's got a nice jab, and he throws a straight right hand. I mean, if you're comparing him to professional boxers, they get paid millions of dollars, like freaking Lomachenko, of course not. But for a YouTuber, he's actually a decent boxer.
Yeah.
And, of course, Luke Thomas got on there on his radio showing, oh, he's not an athlete. This is a joke, blah, blah, blah. I actually enjoyed the first fight. I thought it was pretty entertaining. But
what about his opponent? What about KSI?
KSI, he's just a sloppy brawler. He's tough, sloppy brawler. He's got a good gas tank. It makes for a fun fight.
Uh-huh.
I think Logan Paul has more potential, though. I think he's got crisper striking, straight punches.
Okay.
But my point, this thing was like all those fighters that worked their whole lives, and they're going to be fighting in the main event ahead of before YouTubers. YouTubers should be fighting at the main event, and Billy Joe Saunders, who's undefeated, should be fighting before them. Hey, Billy Joe Saunders is more than happy to fight on the undercard.
Mm.
He could choose not to fight on the undercard. He knows the attention it's going to bring. He knows the eyeballs it's going to bring.
Yeah.
I think their last pay-per-view got like 1.4 million pay-per-view buys or something. Of course, only $10, but it was a widely watched thing. And that's invaluable eyeballs being brought to your fight, so maybe you can get some new fans. What's your thoughts on that? Do you think like an established professional fighter, I think he's a champion, Billy Joe Saunders, should be fighting before Logan Paul?
Honestly, if I had to be quite honest, like I'm not too much into it. Like the first fight I wasn't really into, but we did it because of the craze around it, and I don't really have an opinion on it because it doesn't interest me. You know, it's hard to have an opinion on something that doesn't interest you. You know, and I don't want to like lie and bullshit and be like, oh yeah, I think this and that, and not really mean what I say. You know.
Yeah, it's just a big it's like a culture. It's a cultural thing.
Yeah.
The Logan Paul versus the American versus the English. It's a lot of cultural things ties to it.
I agree.
And they both got big time followings, like mega millions of followings. I think it'll be interesting.
All right. Maybe we'll do.
What else is going on?
Maybe we'll do a reaction on it or something.
Oh, you should definitely. It's going to bring some views.
Yeah.
To get a whole new set of audience, different demographics.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think this is a little off topic, but do you think Ryan Bader versus Czech Congo is a boring fight?
No, I think it's actually pretty interesting. I think they're both on the juice now. I think Bellator, they don't really test too much. I think Congo's like 44 years old. He's checked himself. Definitely think he's on steroids.
What?
And Ryan Bader's just been murking dudes.
Yeah.
And he looks like a completely different fighter, even UFC. I think he's on steroids too. I think a lot of these Bellator fighters are on steroids, but it makes for some fun fights.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about the steroids thing, but I honestly don't think it's a boring fight. I saw some people in the chat saying it was going to be boring. I just disagree. I think that's going to be an extremely entertaining fight.
I think it should be entertaining too. It's not going to be boring. I just don't. If Ryan Fader can take Congo down and kind of hold him down, kind of like he did Matt Mitrione, then it could be a boring fight. But man, Congo was huge, and Fader was a light heavyweight. I mean, Fader's no small dude, but Congo is just enormous. So it's going to make for an interesting fight.
I agree.
I still think it should have been the Russian dude in there. I thought he beat Congo his last fight.
Ooh,
I think that would have been a more entertaining fight. Vitaly Minakov versus Vader.
Minakov? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else on your
what other topics? What do we got?
Cris Cyborg.
Andrade versus Zaylee Wing.
Yeah.
So now Moss is saying he don't think the fight's fixed. Now he's not a big now the fight's not fixed now. Before he was all over the fixed fight thing.
Oh,
but,
well,
yeah, that was just
it was from my understanding that he didn't think the fight was fixed, but I mean, I can't speak for him. I could be wrong.
Yeah, he was saying he didn't think the fight was fixed, but because he thinks the fight's fixed. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I don't.
Weili Zhang. What's your thoughts on her?
I love
her.
her.
She's got some freaking you see the size of her legs. She's got some thick ankles, but they're not ankles. She's got some big mongoloid bones back from the Mongol days when the Mongols used to rape and pillage. She's got some Mongol genes. She's like a freaking tank. She went over there and murked the other tank. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
That's a pretty crazy thing to see.
Well, the whole Kankles thing is, I think the Kankles thing sums it up. But no, I love her. I think she's great. I think she's got the power that is necessary to stay a champion. The fact that other fighters in her division didn't want to fight her, that says a lot about her. You know, I love it. I absolutely love it. And I'm so excited to see what's next for her, because you know that a lot of fighters, like take Joanna Jędrzejczyk, for instance, if she wins against the Karate Hottie, she's going to be on board with taking that fight against Weili Zhang. I mean, she dodged it now, but that doesn't mean that she's entirely against it, you know?
Yeah, at first I wasn't too sure. I thought they were just kind of putting her in a title shot. She was undeserved, but after she murked her, I got second thoughts. She definitely deserved it.
I agree.
But yeah, there's a few challengers. I'd like to see how she reacts to how she handled Joanna Champion, having her kind of stick and move on the outside. I mean, Andrade, she likes to fight. She's kind of fight silly, coming face forward.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of has a silly style, coming face forward like that. Joanna's not going to come in like a dumbass. She's going to kind of stick on the outside and try to be smart about it. So I'd like to see how she handles that. There's some good fights in the women's division. And Cyborg, this is going to be my last thoughts on Cyborg. People were kind of pissed that they let go of Cyborg, but the UFC milked Cyborg for how she's worth. They got the best out of her. She got knocked out against Amanda Nunes. The last fight was very lackluster. She did enough to win, but nothing to blow your socks away. And so they sent her on her way. She got milked, and then she got sent on her way. It's kind of messed up, but it's just the way this UFC is. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm not disappointed. I'm not disappointed about it at all. Like, I'm excited to see what's going to happen. That's all I can say. Like, I don't have much to say about it, but I'm certainly not disappointed.
You know what else I'm not disappointed about is that Bellator featherweight tourney coming up. Man, are there some killers in that division.
Really?
Featherweight. Oh, man, they're all insane. You got Adam Boric, you got Juan Archuleta, you got
Archuleta's great.
Roster. Oh, yeah, Pat Curran. I mean, it's just like every single fight. There's some Mexican dude, I forget his name. He's really tough, rugged dude. Every single fight is fireworks. Really interesting fight. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? You're playing Red Dead Redemption?
Yeah. Are you stringing it along so that because you know the chat doesn't want you on the phone?
Yep, exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, I figured about halfway through, I was like, yeah, he's totally trolling the chat right now.
Fuck yeah, motherfucker.
All right, I'm going to let you go.
You know what? Hey, Paul You're marble mouth. You can't even speak English. You're like a fucking, what's that? They call it black rednecks and white liberals. You're a black redneck and you sound like a fucking marble mouth, Paul. You fucking bum.
All right.
Speak English. You fucking redneck, hillbilly motherfucker.
All right. Thanks, Kevin.
Take it easy.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Come on, Joey. I don't know how much longer I can take this. All right. Enough of this. How do I look at this music? This music is driving me insane. Pulse is coming at you, bro. Yeah, he was doing it because I think I'm getting killed. All right, I'm dying. This is some good drama. Yeah. He's soy, thank God. Yeah, you could tell he was doing it because he knew you guys didn't want him on the phone, so he was sort of taking advantage of having himself on the line. Explain, JBH, how Moss keeps bringing up Khabib almost losing to Thibault when Thibault was caught for juicing for that fight. Confront Moss. Well, Realist Gamer, you could confront him. We go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so, I mean, and we go live for the fight, so you could easily confront him. He reads all the comments. If that's actually a genuine question, I mean, I'm not going to ask him right now, but, I mean, listen, it's a fair question. Why don't you ask him? Ask him next time we're live. Kevin versus Pulse at all the next street beefs. All right, let's see what else is in the news before I take any more calls. Because I gotta be honest, I love the calls, but sometimes I'm not even listening. So it's so difficult. Like if the calls go on for too long, I stop listening. So let's take a look at what's in the news right now. And do you believe Bob Lazar, JBH? Bob Lazar. Khabib wins, losses, non-titles determine legacy. Not titles determine legacy. Tony Ferguson focused on UFC title shot. So not focused on Conor, as he shouldn't be. Dana White believes the first Middle Eastern UFC champion happens soon. Let's see what this is about. When Weili Zhang knocked out Jessica Andrade in the main event of UFC Shenzhen, she became the first UFC champion from China. Now with the Las Vegas-based promotion heading to Abu Dhabi, UFC President Dana White believes they will soon have a champion from the Middle East. I won't be surprised. I said this about England. I said this about Australia, Canada, and every country we've gone to. There will be a champion from the Middle East probably within the next 6 to 7 years. Oh, that's a long wait. Why he believes that is simple. He says whenever the UFC heads to a new market, it sparks the interest of MMA in the region, so he expects that to happen in Abu Dhabi and the Middle East. Well, my bad. Since we have done events in Abu Dhabi and it happens everywhere we go, it kickstarts the market. Gyms pop up and people are training. Talent is coming out of the area. This is also the first of 5-year agreement with Abu Dhabi that will see the octagon. Okay, so I can see this. I can see getting a champ out of the Middle East. Here's where my problem is. Why does Dana White not put nearly as much promotion in the Russian cards as he does everywhere else? Except for China. China didn't really get that much promotion either. But he puts so much effort into these promotions, except for Russia. And Khabib even made a comment about it. And I kind of have to agree with him. Like, I don't get it. What is that all about? Doesn't make any sense to me. Real Gamer says all goods. Well, there you go. Dana wants some of that oil money. I've got something on my glass. Sorry guys, but Khabib will take that belt. Taking that belt, he's coming to win the fight. Get ready. Well, he's already got the belt, so he will retain it for sure. Kevin called back. What's his thoughts on Dorian? Khabib choose Middle East over Russia because Dana White knows that all of them know he is a scum. Yeah, I mean, listen, you got to do what you got to do when you're a businessman, but like Jesus Christ, like it's Russia. It's some of the best fighters you're ever gonna see, and he just doesn't promote it. It's crazy. Middle East is much more interesting for Khabib with 2 billion Muslim people. JBH, anyone ever tell you look like the chick in 50 Shades of Grey? No. Moss is cheering. You can hear him in the background cheering for the Mets. Dana has his favorites. LOL. Dana is a maggot. Good wrestlers, not fighters. Khabib is going to smash as much as I want Poirier to win. I think Khabib will win. Man, I want a cringy character on the show tonight, guys. I think I'm gonna go refill my wine. I'm in for a long night with you guys. How many of you guys, drop the ones in the chat if you're gonna stick around. We'll do all sorts of things. We'll talk about MMA. We'll talk about any trending news non-MMA. I don't know if I'm gonna play Red Dead that much because I gotta be honest. I'm not really in the mood to entertain people on Red Dead. But Turkey Bag 1, PBR 1. So a lot of you guys are in it for the long run. I can be cringe. Chrome, yeah, you called in a couple times. That was fun. Let's be honest. Moss sheds a tear every time Khabib wins. His argument about Khabib not fighting many top fighters goes out the window after this fight. All right. So here's the thing. And I was going to save this for my my show on Thursday. I have a whole thing. I wrote out a whole bunch of stuff on what I was going to say about Khabib and the Poirier fight. I was going to break down the fights that were going to happen on the main card. But I'll give you guys a little teaser since you're hanging out with us right now. And then I'm going to end up repeating it on the day of the show that I do. But I'll give you a little teaser. Because I find this extremely fascinating. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. All right. Never mind. Don't worry. Don't worry, guys. I got it. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up Khabib and Poirier as Moss is screaming. Can you guys hear him screaming? He's screaming at the game. Who did it again? Someone did it again, he says. All right. Let me pull this up for you. This is the Khabib Poirier fight, right? What? Ah! What? Oh my god. You guys just missed it. He came in and grabbed me and then left. What was that? What happened? Come tell us, Wade. Wade! Come tell us.
Alonzo!
He's watching the Mets right now. I wish I had the camera on me. He came in and literally grabbed me and then left. It was like that was a very awkward situation. Wave me too, JB8. All right, so let me tell you. So these are my thoughts on this fight if we're going to go into it. And then, I mean, you can get Moss's explanation, but here's mine. Khabib, it almost seems like a waste of time to break down Khabib's skills at this point, simply because every man and his dog knows what he's coming into the octagon to do, right? I mean, this guy, he humps everyone. He's become a decent, not great striker, but his bread and butter are in his grappling. And Nurmagomedov comes into every fight with the same plan, and that is to take his opponent and beat him down en route to a TKO, but probably not going to happen. A decision or a submission should it become available. So his stand-up game has improved. Like I said on the last show, his stand-up game has improved greatly. But from a wild style that he had into a more boxing heavy attack. And you can use an example from the Al Iaquinta fight of the jabs that he was consistently giving Iaquinta over and over again. But he is still somewhat robotic on the feet. And as Michael Johnson or Conor McGregor showed before they lost him on the ground, he's hittable. Even so, due to the power he packs in his punches, outright trading with him could be a mistake. So if you were to ask Conor McGregor, who was knocked out by a wild right hand. When it comes to Poirier, on the other hand, it's a little more unpredictable. Earlier in his career, he was a go-for-broke fighter in all areas, a brawler who would also hunt for submissions, and he was extremely happy to take the fight to any area. But more recently, he's developed into one of the best strikers in the lightweight division, and he's kind of built a dangerous game around insane levels of pressure boxing and like a scary tendency to sense his opponent beginning to wilt. So he'll just kind of wait them out, right? which allows him to suddenly like turn up the heat and push for a finish. Of course, the issue with that style is that the Diamond tends to take a lot of punishment before his victories. But what is he currently on? A 4-fight win streak, I believe. He's currently on like a 4-fight win streak. And he took some serious shots from all 4 of those opponents before winning. And then you factor in who they are, right? You've got Anthony Pettis, Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway. It becomes a little worrying. And don't forget that he's also been knocked out cleanly twice by McGregor and Michael Johnson. But for now, Poirier seems to be able to weather punishment pretty well. And if he can weather punishment well, then you know for a fact that even with Khabib's more intense striking that he's been showing lately, it's just not going to be enough for Poirier. But the bottom line, like, sure, this might not be a so-called money fight, as Poirier hasn't quite entered the realm of like superstardom yet, but it does represent the best 2 155-pounders on the planet, or 2 of the best 3. And I still feel that Tony Ferguson would have a good chance against either of them facing off against each other. Both men have been on amazing runs, but one run has to end on Saturday. Vlad.
Can't really use the whole he only has 11 fights in the excuse to discredit him as a fighter. Conor McGregor has the same 11 fights in the UFC and Khabib murked him. Also, Bob Lazar was an engineer recruited to work at Area 51 then leaked everything.
Conor McGregor has the same 11 fights in the UFC and Khabib murked him. He only has 11 fights in the UFC, excuse to discredit him as a fighter. It doesn't discredit him as a fighter. I mean, if you already... what did Moss say? Khabib has 11 fights in the UFC. It doesn't discredit anybody. And I've said this before. I don't think that the amount of fights they have in the UFC discredits them. I personally feel that if you take the fights that they're against... Listen, I'm Khabib all day, but hold on. I think Moss is here for a reason. What's up, Moss?
No, I'm watching.
You're watching?
I'm watching the show.
Something's going on. You don't just sit back there like a creep for no reason.
I'm watching.
What happened?
I'm just watching the show.
You're watching the show?
Yeah.
I'm giving him a little tidbit of I'm giving a little sneak peek of my show on Thursday.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're talking about Khabib and Poirier.
The show is called Booty Shorts and MMA?
Yes. Booty Shorts and MMA. What about that? That's pretty good. No, I wrote down a bunch of facts and stuff, and I'm just kind of giving him a little tidbit of one of the fights.
Let me guess. Khabib.
Ha! Ha! How was the game, Moss?
You're up 10-4. So.
Up 10-4. All right. So, anything else, Moss? You're just going to sit there like a creep?
I'm watching
now,
the show.
all right, so since you're here, can I turn on that mic for you? Because someone here has been asking me a lot of questions that only you can answer. All right, Realist Gamer has a lot of questions about your doubt on Khabib. And the last thing he said was, Moss, Khabib has outstriked all his past 11 opponents with 2.5 higher strokes per minute, making it the highest gap in lightweight history. Check the facts. People sleep on his striking numbers. What do you have to say about that?
His striking makes me fall asleep. How about that? That's what I got to say about that.
But, so he's made actually a lot of valid points. I wish you were here when he was dropping in some of the other comments. Like,
come on. Listen, it's easy to make an argument that Khabib's good, right? It's easy. It's not easy to make an argument that he's overrated. He's 27-0. He's the most overrated, undefeated fighter out there. And he's going to get exposed this Saturday. Exposed. The closer it comes, the more I'm confident that DP is going to put him to sleep.
Oh, that was his question. Realist Gamer. Realist Gamer says Thibault was juiced when he fought Khabib, so your arguments about him winning doesn't matter because he got caught juicing. Remember when you were making those comments about his past opponents and Thibault was one of them?
Yeah. Was Conor juicing when he won a round against him? Was he juiced up when he won a round? The only fighter to win a round against Khabib? If Khabib didn't make it a snuggle party, it was over. Lights out for him. He just wanted to hug. He's a good hugger. He likes to trap the legs, pull him away from the fence. Another thing, who was I watching? I was watching someone else talking about this. Oh, it was Chael. Was it Chael? I can't remember who it was. Was saying that, and Dustin was talking about this too. He said basically he has to stay away from the fence. Khabib pushes you against the fence, he drags you down. He doesn't do those open takedowns anymore. He likes to get you against the fence. So you got to think Dustin's game plan is going to be like, stay away from the fence. Stay away. Be quick. Stick and move. Pick his punches.
Bob and
stuff
weave
the
while you're in
takedowns.
there.
He could stuff a takedown, DP. He could stuff it. Dustin Poirier has only been knocked out. That's how he loses. Khabib doesn't knock anyone out.
Realist Gamer says, did you see a scratch on Khabib's face after Conor's winning round? Ha 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 ha. I saw plenty of bruises on Conor's face, though. That's funny. He said, I thought he hugged.
Yeah, he was hugging him. There's bruises on Conor's face because Khabib's chest was in his face. His chest was pushing against his face. That wasn't from fists.
His chest
That was from Khabib's pectoral muscles.
His chest caused the bruises.
That's what it was. It was pectoral bruising.
That is the most ridiculous argument I've ever heard in my life.
Come on, guys. Khabib is a one-trick pony. He's a one-trick goat, for God's sakes. That's all he is. Once someone stuffs the takedown and keeps it on the feet with him, it's a wrap. DP could do that. He has a chance to do that. Stop it.
All right.
I don't care if they're in Abu Sloppy. I don't care where they fight. Dustin Poirier, the plus 300 and something, is going to get it done. Or I'll eat my hat.
Realist Gamer says, OMG, Moss, you won't give up, eh? Ha 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 ha. Moss knows he's lost against my points. He he he.
I don't lose. I think you know this already. I never lose. I always win. It's always a victorious day. Even when my guys lose, I win. I always win.
Drunk wants to call in real quick. I'm going to have him call in, and then I'm going to escape for 2 seconds. You stay back there.
Where you going?
Just for 2 seconds. You stay back there, and...
I hear birds in the background. Why is there birds?
The Red Dead is on. I was playing. I've already got your mic on and everything, so we'll have Drunk call in, and I'll answer it for you, and you can talk to him.
But then I can't see the chat.
He has a few points to make. You don't need to see it.
Listen.
You want to take that? Take this.
If Khabib loses this fight, right? I understand he's the favorite, right? And it makes sense because the guy is 27-0. It's so easy to pick the 27-year-old guy. But now that I'm looking, I'm looking into it.
Oh, Niall Flanagan.
Whoa.
Super chat.
Lower that a little bit. Fucking loud. Niall.
Great show.
Thank you, Niall.
You're the best, Niall. You guys are all the best.
What a nice donation. Well, Jesse did all the work. I just came in and pissed people off. Realist Gamer wants an MMA Holes Award. Biggest Khabib advocate for the month, Moss. I want my name on the wall. I tell you what, Realist Gamer, use the address down below and print out your name, and we'll put it on the wall. How about that? Send us your name. Yeah. Whoa, someone's calling. It's loud.
Is this a Drunk Savage?
Yo, Drunk Savage.
Yo, I'm going to leave you with Cris for a minute.
Hello, Drunk.
Okay. Hurry back.
Jess, could you lower that? I mean, it's blasting.
Oh, I wasn't even listening.
Yeah, just when it red lines, just lower it a little.
All right, go ahead and talk for a minute, Drunk.
So, Moss.
There we go. Yes.
How come McGregor doesn't have one of those 25 test pass T-shirts from USADA yet?
Because he doesn't have to show off not cheating. These fighters are they are so scared. They have to show how proud they are for passing a drug test. Conor doesn't have to show it because he is clean from day one. He's got potato power.
Because he's not taking them. USADA's not allowed around him. When has he ever tweet out USADA was just here?
See, this is the thing.
Never.
This is why Conor is on another level, and all these other peasants have to show off piss tests. Conor doesn't have to show that off. Conor,
okay.
He is above that. He is clean all the time. I didn't realize Jesse's shorts are so short tonight. What the fuck?
They're not that short.
She practically doesn't have shorts on.
They're not that
Her
short.
pussy's hanging out.
Stop it.
Anything else, Trump?
He's above that, but he's not above punching an old man.
The guy was my age.
All right, hold up. We have a donation from Moss the Mac.
Moss, so then put your money where your mouth is, big shot.
I did.
Bet 1,000 on Dustin.
I bet 5.
You.
I put my money where my mouth is. I bet 5 hard-earned dollars on Dustin the Diamond Poirier. So Moss is the Mac. How much money did you bet on the fight? Bet your $100 on Khabib and win $1 because he's such a big favorite. You're gonna win $1 if you put $100 on him. You big shot. Get out of here. Sorry, Drunk. Didn't mean to yell in your ear.
So no, the guy came out and made a statement. He's like 50. So
yeah, 50 years. Yeah, I think he is 50 years old. Which I'm only 8 years away, which is ridiculous.
Them old man balls are coming, Cris.
I know. They're already here. My balls are so small. Jesse's laughing because it's true.
No, they're not here yet. But
sometimes she reaches around. She's like,
no, they're not here. They're not here yet. But it's slowly approaching.
What do you mean? They're here. My balls are the size of marbles. They hit my fucking ankles.
So what do you think about this for the name of the show? The Hill Down.
Ooh, the Hill Down, Jesse. What do you think?
The Hill Down?
Yeah. So the breakdown.
Oh,
the hill down.
Oh, the hill down. It's something I'll put on the list.
So who do you think they're gonna get to fight Cyborg?
Cyborg. Gina Carano is gonna come back, and
No, she's doing that fucking Star Wars show. She's gone.
Yeah, it's kind of, I'm kind of upset. Like, I'm gonna be pulling for Cyborg and Bellator, but I'm kind of bummed. I wanted to see her do the PFL thing, that whole Kayla Harris.
Yeah, well, it's just one fight, and who they got.
Is that it? Is it a one-off?
Well, no, if she goes to PFL, I mean, there's only one big fight for her there.
Well, that's why I think she should do it. A year PFL, target Kayla Harris, put her in her radar, win the Millie, go over to Bellator. You know, that's what I wish she did. But it's, I mean, I guess she can do. I don't know how long of a contract she signed with Bellator. Does anyone know?
It's multi-year.
Yeah, so she's gonna be locked up. She's gonna be locked up there until she retires. She's what, 37? How old is she? She's got to be in her.
She's not that old, is she?
I don't know. How old is Cris Cyborg?
She's like 34, I think.
It's so funny. Like this is what you get with Moss. Like he's silent, and you don't hear from him. You have no idea what's going on, and then he comes in like a freaking bulldozer.
Oh, she's 34.
Yeah.
She's almost as old as the guy Connor hit.
Well, you think they'll sign Kat Zingano, the fighter?
I hope so. Kat Zingano would be good. I'd like to see her get beaten up over there. That'd be fun. But
you saw her over there. They can juice all they want.
That's true. I would like to see a yoked Cris Cyborg though, like the vintage traps up to her ears, like come in there like the Hulk, like the good old days, you know?
Yeah. And what do you think about what's her name, the Chinese chick that just won? People are saying she's on the juice because her shoulders are so huge.
She's pretty jacked.
Well, USADA has to go through the Chinese government to test her, so you know.
Huh. I don't know about that. I think she's just a really powerful, really athletic, and really strategic fighter.
Listen, it's pretty funny. This girl runs over Andrade, and everyone is saying, not everyone, but there's a lot of people yelling that it's fixed and something's not right, something is fishy about this whole thing. And she did look pretty jacked up. I mean, I could see where people could angle a story, kind of like how I angled it with Colby Covington. I could see how people did that, but I don't know. For some reason, maybe I'm naive. I believe this one.
There's a lot of money to be made in China, having a champion over there.
I just think Andrade was set up. That's what I think. I think Andrade, she got paid a lot, right? She got championship money. How much she make, Andrade?
She made $140,000.
So yeah, she got her championship money. She's already getting paid. That's the only reason why she went to Brazil to defend her belt. She's already getting paid. So she went over there. She's like, la-di-da, I'm going to take out the chink. And then the chink is like, no, you're in my hometown. Take that L. I didn't think it was going to happen that fast, though. That kind of surprised me.
Oh, by the way, our little buddy One Bad's back in the chat under the name MMA Troll.
Oh, yeah, I saw him. Let him be. Who cares? He was going to come back eventually. I find it fascinating. It's fun.
Yeah.
He can't stay away from y'all.
Listen, it's what we're all about here, you know? Like, we don't ban the trolls, like, unless they get, like, really stupid, but more often than not, like, that's just what we're about. This is what we were built off of, is, like, the complete trolling and just complete idiocracy, so I don't mind it. Let him be.
I kind of like Weili Zhang. There's something about her that I like. It's her build. I like that she's from China.
That's what I was saying. Because Kevin called in and he asked, he's like, what do you think of her? And I said, I love her.
Yeah.
I absolutely love her.
I don't know what it is. There's something about her. I don't know how does she speak English?
No, she had a translator at the post fight. I'm sure she has really broken English, but
she'll learn.
At the post fight, she had a translator.
She reminds you of female Kenshiro. Is that it?
Yeah.
That's what you've always been looking for.
Kenshiro.
I want more champions with very closed eyes. I want champions that could barely see out of their eyes. I need more of that in the UFC. Too many round eyes, you know?
That's horrible. That's a horrible thing to say.
Too many round-eyed champs. Enough's enough.
Yeah. The Asians that can't seem to get done in the UFC anyways.
It is kind of bizarre, though, right? Well, what Dana White is, he had such a chub. You saw him talking about it afterwards. He was saying how many people that are in China and that they're going to really target that market and they're going to find new stars and studs coming out of China. And I'm looking forward to that because I like that karate striking style. You know, I like that That could kind of sway things from the whole wrestling explosion that we got going on right now. You know, switch it up a little bit.
Yeah. Now he's talking about getting a Middle Eastern champion.
Ah, fuck them.
Yeah,
right? No one wants those guys.
Hey, Saudi Arabia money.
That's true. That's true. They're big.
Moss, can you bring your leg up to your behind your head?
Sure, I sure can. No, of course not.
We don't need to see that.
No, I'm just wondering because I'm seeing.
I'll take his word for it.
I'm seeing the way he's sitting in the in the screen,
I'm folding my
and I'm
legs.
like, I wonder if he could bring his.
You want me to sit like Brendan Schaub?
No, please don't. It's probably uncomfortable.
Oh my god,
that sucks. Hold on, I got to tug. Give me a second.
I can bring my leg up behind my head.
I don't know how guys sit like that with that crust, like that the way like that.
Yeah. Well, they wear really tight pants, so it keeps everything together. So they're not really squishing anything when they.
Is that the trick?
Yeah.
It just it's not comfortable.
I guess. By the way, I read an article. Get this, drunk. I read an article that 95% of males who wear tight pants find other men who wear tight pants attractive.
What?
Yeah. It doesn't mean they're gay. It just means they find, like, they did a study on it.
Who did this study?
Okay, so this doctor did a study, and they were showing, like, a whole bunch of men different pictures of men, right? And the men were, like, even straight men were just looking at the pictures, no big deal. But anytime they saw a picture, they came across a picture of a man with tight pants, there was, like, a smile on their face, right? And some sort of, like, weird comment made by men. So the conclusion of this entire study, after they had done this on a bunch of men who had no idea what these guys were looking for, the conclusion was that 95% of males who wear tight pants find other men in tight pants attractive. In, like, some weird way. It doesn't mean they're gay. It just means there's, like, an attractive quality. And the doctor says...
What does that mean, an attractive quality?
Yeah, there's, like, you can find an attractive quality in anyone. Like, I'm a female. I'm straight. But I can find an attractive quality in a woman. Like, when I say that Megan O'Leary's pretty.
Yeah.
That's an attractive quality. She's very pretty.
So if I say a guy, oh, that's a good-looking guy over there.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you're gay, but, like, you find an attractive quality.
Why would
in
his
him.
pants make me believe that
it's different for guys and girls.
No, if you wear tight pants, then you find other men who wear tight pants.
What?
Like, with that as an attractive.
Oh, so
quality.
I have to wear tight pants in order to
if
find
you're
other...
a person that wears tight pants.
These headphones give you a headache. The new ones?
Yeah. If you're a guy that wears tight pants and you see another guy wearing tight pants, chances are you find that the fact that he's wearing tight pants attractive.
Yeah, I can't see it.
And the doctor said the conclusion was that it has something to do with the bulge kind of being more defined in tight pants.
What doctor? Who does this study?
I swear to God, here, I'll pull it up for you. It's not a joke. I actually read this shit. Hold on. Let me pull this
For
up.
the record, I wear baggy pants.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you got to wear tight pants, you have to. I don't know.
I can't wear tight pants. I'm sorry.
It's funny. Like, my legs are so skinny, so it's tough for me to wear tight pants. But when I was doing photography, I had photography pants, they called it, from Express Men, which is a faggy store.
Here we go. From
It's pretty
Hustlers.
tight.
Here we go. From Hustlers. It's a San Francisco, California doctor. And this is not a joke, guys. Here, let me show you. New study shows 95% of men who wear skinny jeans find other men attractive. A new study led by Dr. Philippe Mabels shows 95%.
Flip my balls?
No, Philippe Mabels.
That's a fake name. It's Flip my balls.
Mabels.
Flip my balls.
Oh my God, stop it.
Or lick my balls.
95% of men who wear skinny jeans find other men who wear skinny jeans attractive. The study led by Dr. Philippe from the Department of Psychology at the University of San Francisco involved 400 men who were tested in numerous ways, one which included showing them images of other men wearing skinny jeans. 380 of the men either smiled and said things like, "Those are cute jeans."
Wait.
Those are cute jeans.
Wait. Did you say this took place in San Francisco?
At the University of San Francisco, the Department of Psychology.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're all faggots over there.
When
Come
shown images of other men wearing skinny jeans, Dr. Philippe believes that this has something to do with the tightness of the jeans pushing in the male genital area.
It's a San Francisco treat.
Giving the male the impression they have a mangina, making them feel feminine. Lead doctor emailed rapper Jay-Z about the matter. His response was, "Can't wear skinny jeans because my knots don't fit. We will update you on this study as soon as more information is released by Dr. Philippe."
Okay, let them do that study in, like, Texas or something.
I told you, I'm not bullshitting you. Like, I actually read this shit. Like, I come across these really bizarre studies.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, you would never know how much shit I come across.
Well, V-neck, who was on Sunday, he's notorious for tight pants. So he'd be the guy you ask.
Boss Coker's like, what the fuck?
He'd be the guy.
Yeah, bring that up to him.
Yeah.
Come on.
He wears like pants that show his ass crack.
Yeah,
I used
so
to do jobs
that
with him.
means that there's a high proximity chance that he finds other men attractive in some
Well,
way.
I believe that though. I believe like
Well,
a guy like
You
him.
always thought he was gay.
Yeah. So, but I think if you wear tight pants on a regular, that you are slightly homosexual. I do believe that. I really do. Like it's fine if you're gay, you're gay.
After I read this study, I thought of a million men in my life who are straight but wear like super tight skinny jeans.
What million men are you talking about? You have no friends.
No, like guys, like friends from the past and stuff like that. Who are straight but wear super tight skinny jeans. And I'm thinking about it and I'm like,
They're probably gay.
It makes sense now. It makes fucking sense.
Yeah, I mean, well, tight pants isn't that in now? Like, don't like
It
kids
is
wear?
in, but not all guys wear tight pants. I have a lot of guy friends who still wear like fitting pants that are not tight. You know, like.
Does your dad ever slip his hog in some tight pants?
No. My dad's never done that.
I want to see if he's cute. I want to see if your pop's cute. Tell him to put some tight pants on.
Stop it. You don't wear tight pants, so it wouldn't qualify.
That's true.
For you.
Connor, you could ask Connor, right? They say in the chat, Connor wears tight pants.
So he probably
might go the other way.
Yeah. No, it doesn't mean he's gay. It just means that he finds attractive qualities in other men.
He wears pink shirts.
But that doesn't mean he's gay.
And you think about all the military clothes are kind of baggy.
Yeah. You imagine
You
if
don't
they
want
were,
them checking out the bulge.
if military clothes were tight, they all be fucking each other on the field. Down in the hole. Fire in the hole.
All right. So there's
but
your,
back to what you were saying earlier about taking away all the guns and whatnot. That doesn't matter. People will still find a way. They'll use cars or fucking knives, whatever. There's this fucking mental health problem in this country.
So wait, I missed the gun discussion?
Oh yeah, let me show you this, Moss. You're gonna love this.
Yeah, you know how I feel about guns.
So they took away in Texas. They sell ammunition, gun ammunition and stuff.
Okay.
And they took away the right to sell for Walmart because that's where they sell it. They took away that right. This is the guy who shot up Odessa.
That's the guy everyone says looks like me. It doesn't actually. I can see the resemblance. I think that's me.
This is he was playing target practice on animals around his house for like all night long for like a week. His neighbors say before this whole thing happened. He was target practicing animals around his house.
So he was practicing for the shooting.
Shooting animals.
So he was killing the animals
to
practice for a mass shooting. Is that what's going on?
I guess that's what happened. And he's been to jail before. And Walmart sells the ammunition, and I guess that's where this guy got the ammunition from. So now there's a new law in Texas that all Walmarts are not allowed to sell ammunition anymore.
Is that where he got his ammunition?
I guess so, yeah. He got his ammunition.
It is a little weird in Walmart.
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to buy your...
You should have to go to a gun shop and show, like, proper, like, I don't know,
in
license.
Arizona they do. In Arizona, there's, like, a whole background check they have to do before they sell you that shit. But I guess in Texas...
But how do you check, though? Like,
no, they do a full... Like, when my brothers always go... Like, if they go to buy a gun, they do a full, like serious
what do they do?
background check. First they...
They check for dead animals in his yard?
No, they check, like... They'll check your police record, any history of mental illness. Like, they have a full-on...
Did this guy have a history?
This guy has a history of police records, but no mental illness.
But he has a history of being
record.
arrested.
Yes,
So you can't have a gun if you have history of being arrested.
Not in Arizona, but in Texas, apparently you can. They just sold it to him.
See, that makes sense. That's what you should do. They should
in Arizona, it's a lot more screened.
Yeah.
A lot of places is if you're a felon, you can't get a gun.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
But
then again, you got the kids. Like, you got these school shooters and shit like that. I mean...
Well, they get the guns from their parents or from someone they know.
I guess if you want a gun, you can get it. If you're in a place that sells guns, chances are you can get it from somebody.
No, to get guns, boss. My brothers go to get guns all the time. To get guns, you need a screening. To buy guns.
Show the picture of the guy. They don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, let me show you. Here we go. This is the guy.
Gun shows, you can get them easily.
This is Seth Ator. He's the West Texas shooter from Odessa. By the way, I don't know if I told you, a 17-month-old girl was one of the victims in this shooting.
What?
17 months old.
Up.
Yeah, she was a little baby and she was the cutest
It's
thing.
just bizarre. You don't hear about this shit, like mass shootings. And I mean, most of the time it's in places in right to carry states. Why is that? Right? It doesn't make sense.
I was asking the chat, I said, how many people are on board with taking guns away? And you'd be surprised.
Oh, none of them want it.
No,
right?
everybody was with the twos.
Listen, I understand if you have a weapon to defend your home. I get that. I get that. But why the fuck do you got to run around the streets with them? Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Because everyone else is.
But then get rid of them. Like, that's why I don't understand. Like, if you're protecting your home, I get it. You have a family, you have kids.
When I
someone
lived in
breaks in your house,
Arizona-
you put a bullet in their head. Sure.
When I lived in Arizona, and my gun is still there with my parents, I couldn't bring it here to New York. But I walked around with it.
Why?
It was a concealed carry, so nobody knew I had it on me.
Oh, my goodness.
But it's better to have it, and if a guy opens fire in the middle of a grocery store, you bet your ass, even if I die from one of those bullets, I'm saving 5 or 6 people around me.
Okay.
Taking him out. So that's the logic. I mean,
But if they're super strict with gun laws and say you could only carry,
if they're super strict with gun laws, then I feel that maybe, yeah, of course less people.
you gotta
are
think
gonna
there'd be a
carry.
hell of a lot less mass shootings.
Well, I think if you have a mental illness, and like you said, if you want a gun, you can get your hands on it.
I am not anti-guns, right? This is the thing. I don't think they should get rid of guns because it's impossible to do. But I think that they should be extremely strict with them. And I think you should only be allowed to carry the motherfuckers if you're a military, if you're a police officer, or if you're at home. That's the only time you should have a gun. If you want to shoot your wife.
I don't know. I have
Dinner sucks.
I have a firm belief in. I mean,
Why walk around?
I walked around with a gun.
So you're a terrorist. You're a goddamn terrorist. You should wear a fucking wrap around your head.
I mean, I agree with someone like JBH walking around. You know, a woman. You know, you never know. Like a bunch of guys could run up on her, try to rape her. You know,
there was a video.
That makes sense.
There was a video of a girl who was concealed carrying in Arizona.
It's true. You never see
and
women.
a guy in a car approached her and was
Yeah.
like following her home, and she had her kid back inside when she was going to check her mail from her apartment.
Yeah.
And she lifted her shirt. All she had to do was lift her shirt and show him her gun.
Yeah.
And he fucking bolted.
It is true. You don't see women going out there in mass shootings. You don't see that.
No.
So you know what? Give it to the women. But here's the thing: if guys know that women have guns, you fucking crack them over the head. You steal their gun, and that's it. Now the rape's easier.
Nah, I loved walking around with my.
Easier rape.
I had a Glock 22 40 Smith & Wesson, which is like a 9mm. It's very similar. It's like the same field strip. Everything is.
Where does a woman gonna keep their gun? They gotta have to get hooker guns, right?
No,
The
you
ones in their
don't.
ankles.
Yeah, you get the old Dillinger.
You can't- where you-
those little 2-shot things.
Yeah, you gotta get that.
I carried a fucking 9mm.
Where'd you put it?
On my side.
So you had short shorts on and a 9mm hanging
I
out
had
your
a
fucking pants.
holster, Moss.
What are you, a fucking
You
cowboy?
put a holster on your belt.
What kind of world do we
Not
live?
gonna lie, that's hot.
A holster.
I had a straight up holster. Like, I loved that thing.
What is going on?
I went everywhere with that thing. But you know what? I knew that if someone were to open fire on me, bet your ass, if I got shot by that guy, at least I was saving the 10, 20 people around me taking his ass out.
And how many times did you have to pull it?
I-
Zero.
Exactly.
So that's what I'm saying.
But-
You didn't need it.
And I hope I never would have to pull it.
Yeah.
And everybody hopes they never have to pull their gun. But if I did, at least I had it on me.
Seems like it always happens just with not the MMA holes.
No, it happens plenty of times on the main channel.
No, but what's weird is like this is gonna start another stream probably because it
No,
took too
there
long.
you go. You're back.
It's on the same one.
Yep. At least I think so. Oh wait, it's buffering again.
What in the hell? All right, so yeah, OBS is up.
Oh, there you go.
Oh shit!
You're back.
Look at that. We're back in business. I think it is the
It's
same.
because we're talking about guns.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you know.
We're talking about guns. The Jews are shutting you down.
All right, we're here. We're live. Everyone back. Everyone, come on back.
The Vigo said, "Shut it down." The goy knows.
Yeah, you think they're the man is shutting us down because we're talking about firearms?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
It's crazy. We're getting muted over here. Gun talk is a no-no on YouTube. You know what's funny? It's kind of ironic, right? How that did happen while we're talking about guns.
Yeah.
I don't listen. I'm not.
See, that's where I draw the line. That's where you know what you could have your opinion on something, but I mean, you got to be allowed to speak your mind. You know?
Yeah, I disagree with the political correctness. I mean, I'm always going to disagree with it because I have a lot of firm beliefs as to what our rights are. So, but I mean, what are we going to do? Unless everyone bands together, we can't do anything by ourselves. You know?
There are a lot of YouTube streamers going to Twitch. We just saw someone else. He has 4 million subscribers? This guy, another gamer guy that's just going over to Twitch. Everyone is moving from YouTube. Everyone is like picking up.
This one was OBS. This was not
and
YouTube.
leaving. But I have a feeling that it's like if you think about it, it went dead on OBS. But who knows? They could be shooting signals or something like that. I don't fucking know. We don't know what's going on. It just so happens, and YouTube has a delay. All these other streaming platforms don't have a delay. YouTube is like the only one that has this delay.
Censoring you.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I think it is. It's something like that. And, if something hits the fan, they shut you down quick. I mean, we are back on, so thank you, YouTube.
Yeah.
For being a half a cunt. But
if we were talking about tranny rights, they let us go, no problem.
Yeah, the whole gun thing's fucked up, though. It baffles me that all these shootings are in right to carry states. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, not all of them.
It makes total sense.
No, the school shooting up in, what was it, Connecticut or wherever it was?
What school shooting?
Sandy Hook.
How long ago was Sandy Hook?
But Sandy Hook was not a right to carry state.
How long ago was that?
3 years, I think.
That was way.
That was
long.
Sandy Hook was 2013 or 2012.
So 5 years.
Yeah, it's too long. That's long. That's old news.
4 years, 5 years. But
My
regardless,
sister-in-law was still alive when that happened.
Regardless, it still happened, and that was just,
I like looking at stats, right? And if you look at the stats, every time you hear about a school shooting, you'd be like, "Is it a right to carry state? Do people have like 3 teeth?" That's what you look at, and usually it's the case.
In carry states, Joey's back. All right, Joey, where the fuck is my character?
In carry states.
I told Joey, I said, "Get me a character to bring on air. Let's have some fun." He's trying to get Carrie, but...
But the fucking Sandy Hook shooter, dude, I mean, I would never let that kid anywhere near a fucking gun. The mother would, take him shooting and had guns in the house.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God. It's so crazy.
And another thing, I saw a video where before the press conference for that, the guy who spoke, they saw him walking out, and he's fucking laughing, joking around with people, had a big smile on his face, and he gets up to the podium, and he's all sad and shit, and started to cry. That's fucked up, dude. I don't know about that one.
Yeah. Fucking nut jobs. There's so many nut jobs out there. I do have this theory, though, that the reason why horrible things happen, whether it's terrorism, mass shootings, any of this, anytime you hear about something horrible, it's the population, it's the Earth controlling population. I feel like there's too many of us on the planet, and what's happening is we're self-destructing.
There's definitely population control going on. I mean, why do you think cigarettes are still allowed?
Yeah, they want us all to kill ourselves. It's crazy. They pump, and what is it? Every other commercial is a pill advertisement. It's like, hey, check out Cockaflex. It helps everything, and then has a million side effects. Everything is a fucking medicine that you can get. It's like, ask your doctor about Cockaflex.
Yeah, I was telling him yesterday when we were watching TV, we don't usually watch cable TV, but we were watching South Park last night as we were going to bed, and every other commercial was them selling some sort of pill to shove down your throat. It was I've seen that before. I've seen commercials where they try and sell you pharmaceuticals and they try to convince you to talk to your doctor and all this. But not as much as now. Now, it literally feels like there's a pharmaceutical commercial and then a regular one. And then a pharmaceutical, and then another regular one.
This is what we got to do.
They're constantly trying to shove pills down your throat. It's crazy.
We got to use
trying to change the way, people think their brain chemistry.
It's so bizarre.
Yeah. And now everyone's got fucking peanut allergies and all this other bullshit because they're taking all these stupid drugs.
Mental health issues, anxiety, depression, bipolar disorder, all these, addiction, all these horrible things are happening to people, and it's because of 5G, and it's because
we're dying.
We're shoving pills down we're literally destroying ourselves.
Yeah.
We need to take a stand. We need to get all these guns, and we need to shoot up these pharmaceutical companies. We should blow them all up, bomb them, nuke them. Jesse.
Matt Man in the chat says, "Here, take this medication, but also take this list of side effects."
Yeah, there's a million side effects. Why the hell do I want to take that? My nuts are gonna fall off. Your nuts may fall off. If they do, consult your doctor.
If you're experiencing any of these side effects.
My ball sack fell out from between my legs. I think it's from this medicine that I just took.
Oh, man.
It kind of reminds me of, you ever see that movie Serenity? It was based off the TV show Firefly.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, my buddy was a big fan of that show.
I'm sorry, I'm going to spoil it here, but at the end they find out that they go to this planet, they find out the government was putting the stuff in the air to try to control people, make them more docile, make them calmer, but ended up turning them into fucking these monsters, fucking cannibals and shit. And I think, that's what they're trying to do here.
I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Calm and docile, controllable.
I want the end of the world. I'm looking forward to the apocalypse. But I if it's gonna happen, I don't want like us to get bombed or anything like that. I want zombies. I want the zombies. I think it's gonna be kind of fun. It's like playing tag, but if you get caught, you're dead. You know, it's kind of like risky tag.
If we're gonna go out, I want it to be like mass destruction, and I want it to happen quick.
You don't want zombies? Like risky tag?
Nice asteroid.
That's what I want.
Steve Johnson wanted it.
So drunk. As much as I love talking to you, I have someone really important who might want to call in here in a minute. If I could let you go, and then if he doesn't call in, then we'll go ahead and have you back on the line. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Take care.
Thanks a lot, man.
All right, be good. Who wants to call?
Well, we'll find out in a minute.
Headache.
We'll find out in a minute.
The Mets hold on to that nice lead.
Hold on.
And the final score. Oh no! Oh my God! Are you freaking kidding me?
What happened?
I left.
Oh no, we're 1 point.
No, it's over.
It's over by 1 point.
They must have had a walk-off. The Mets were winning 10-4. 10-4. And it was the 9th inning. I was like, we're good. They lost 11-10.
We were winning, and then...
Oh, my God. Now I feel this is my fault. I was watching the whole time they were winning. The one inning left, I decided to come over here and talk about zombies and guns. And they lost. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wow, that was a plot twist.
Everyone's
God.
laughing.
Could you believe that?
We were winning.
Damn, man. Holy shit. 11-10. Could you fucking... They were up 10-4 going into the 9th.
LOL, it's because Moss stopped watching it. Yeah.
I do believe that.
It's because you came in here. Why'd you come in here, Moss? You could have just let me take care of the show.
Listen, the show was sinking. I had to come in here. I had to come here to save the day.
I thought everyone was having quite a good time.
They probably were. Oh, I'm so pissed. Ugh. Now my head's really hurt.
I was getting excited. Moss, I've been learning how to use OBS.
Oh, man.
I can see why you like it now. It's quite fun maneuvering around this show. I get it now. I get the need to feel involved. Like when I'm just sitting over there and I'm just reading things off of a screen, it's not as fun. But when you're over here and you get to touch the soundboard that Moss promised that he would put between us the last time we got into the studio and he never did. You get to touch this and you get to touch the production, and it's just great.
Yeah, I come in and the phone calls are blasting in my ear. Did you kill them with the phone calls, the levels? You got to definitely...
I know, I've been monitoring it,
Yeah,
Moss.
so that's the tough part.
Don't school me, Moss.
No, you learn on the fly. So that when it hits the red over there, you got to lower it, but the problem is certain phone calls come in high. Like, I know certain high callers. If I see NH calling, she comes in blasted. Kevin from Chicago's loud, too. Who else is loud? I can't think off the top of my head, but then some are low. Like Chrome to Your Dome is low.
Yeah.
And then donations are lower than the actual phone calls, so you have to play that stupid game. It's a pain in the ass. We need a board op. It's ridiculous. Anyway. All right. So, why did you kick Drunk off? What
because
happened?
we have someone who might be coming on, Moss.
Someone who might be coming on.
Yeah.
Someone who might be coming on. Nice. We're calling in or on a hangout?
Yeah, I think calling in.
Okay. Can you give me a hint?
No.
All right.
Because I don't want to ruin it for you, Moss.
All right.
I just don't want to ruin it.
No, it's not your fault, Ann. It's certain phones for some reason.
No, yeah, and
louder.
You're not loud. It's the way, like, whatever, like, line you're on, sometimes the line comes in louder. It's not because you're loud. Like, everyone talks normal, but...
Yeah. Certain, I don't know what it is. It's bizarre, but certain lines come in. Yeah. Maybe you got a good connection, and it comes in hot. Okay. Oh, I should put this on live chat. I did the mistake. All right, so it's good to see everyone here. I don't know. Jesse was talking about some MMA and some topical stuff.
Oh, so I have like I did all this research today, Moss. Moss and I've noticed when Moss and I have like split up for about an hour, I get productive things done. And we split up for about an hour and a half today, and went into different rooms. and I got a lot of productive stuff done. And I did all this research on the main card for UFC 242. I've got my picks. I did research on every fighter for my Thursday show. So, Moss, I'm going to need your help because I want to make a little intro. It's going to be a quick bam, bam of the title of the intro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want it to be like metal, like shh, like that. I want my intro to be like that. And it's just going to say like fight brief or whatever the name of the show is called, right?
What about just you dancing in short shorts?
No, I want it to be like shh.
Yeah, but you want donations, right?
So
and if you want donations, you got to be dancing in short shorts.
I'm going to need your help with that.
Less explosions,
and
more
then
short shorts.
Also a frame. All right, well, who is that? Let's see. Hello, you're live with Not the MMA Holes. What's your name and what's on your mind?
Fierce. John Fierce.
This is John Fierce.
Yes, and I just want to say that I'm wearing semi-tight pants, so 95% of your audience probably thinks I'm fucking hot right now.
Yes?
Is this really Fierce?
This is Fierce.
Holy shit.
So, Fierce, I had you call in. I didn't tell Moss that you said you were going to call in because I just kind of wanted to surprise him. But,
I wanted to make up for last night. I feel really bad for last night to the audience, to Moss, and to Jessica Hill, and the MMA hoes.
So, was it just like you were just having a bad night? You were just exhausted from work and everything?
It was a couple of things. I was sick and tired of people not believing me. I was like, I work early sometimes and I work late.
Mm-hmm.
I got up at 5:30 in the morning and worked all the way up until like an hour or two before I went to the pool. And then a bunch of haters were like, oh, that's bullshit. He just went to the pool. He didn't do anything. And I'm like, I work. I'm like, I don't magically make money out of thin air.
Mm.
So it was that. And then I mistook something that Cris said, and that really pissed me off, which when I actually watched it back all today.
Okay.
I watched the whole show back today, and that's not what he meant. So I apologize to not only your audience and to your fans, and I apologize to Cris, and I apologize to Jesse too.
Oh wow, this is unbelievable.
So that's why I was trying to call in today. I think this is like maybe my 9th call trying to get in. So I was like, I'm glad I got in. So I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I know you had a whole bunch to talk to me about yesterday, and I'm sorry I didn't get to. But I thought since you guys were doing a follow-up of the hurricane, I thought, this would be a perfect chance to clear the air and talk about whatever questions you wanted to talk about and give my 2 cents on the hurricane and whatever else you wanted to talk about. Plus, I didn't like that Kerry went nuts.
Oh, yes. Kerry did go nuts. We had Kerry on stream last night, and that was very entertaining.
I saw. I didn't. You guys were right. I did stay up a little bit and watched a little bit of it, but I didn't watch the whole thing. I could care less about Kerry stuffing her face at Walmart and eating God knows what. So.
Yeah. So I have to ask you. First of all, Hurricane Dorian is coming in. I believe it already passed Florida or it's hitting Florida. Are you seeing any repercussions from that?
I live in Orlando, so we didn't. The only thing that we got, it started raining around 4 or 5 today, and it's still raining outside. It hasn't stopped. So it was all we got was intense rain. Like sometimes it would sprinkle, and then all of a sudden it would shoot to like intense rain, and then it would go back to sprinkling, and then wind. That's all we got. I think my power like flickered on and off once. That was it. So it kind of passed us. It kind of passed us by. So it wasn't too insane.
Now, Fears, I'm a little insulted by you blowing us off the other night and getting all upset at us.
I'm
very insulted
I'm sorry.
by us.
I really am.
I mean, I was looking forward to a nice, pleasant conversation. We could talk hurricane. Yeah. I wanted you to do man on the street.
We're having a nice conversation right now. I'm trying to make up for. Look, I'm John Spears.
Nights.
We all know that I can't take some comments sometimes. I go fucking ballistic, and you guys think I'm hilarious, and there it is.
Yeah.
Well, you are hilarious, but I think everyone finds you hilarious in different ways. I do have to ask you, are you and Jason cool now? Because he's in the chat and he hasn't shown up, but he just showed up when you were on the line. Are you guys?
Oh. I mean, I haven't talked to him in a couple of months. I want to be cool with him. I've tried to reach out, but I stopped reaching out. I thought, well, maybe he needs to cool off and stuff, and so I just said, okay. I'll do his thing, and one of the reasons why he stopped talking to me was one of the reasons why I stopped live streaming. I said some things that I totally regret saying, and I was turning into a person, not a nice person. I was saying a lot of things some people deserved it because they gave me pure hell, like Moss was talking about. Like, last night he said, I think it's because they just gave him so much shit, like he just can't take it anymore. I couldn't take it anymore. That's why I quit streaming for a little while. I finally took Jason's advice. I was like, I should just take a year off and just work on my videos and maybe come back in a year. Plus, now that Google Hangouts is gone, I don't know how the hell to actually do a live stream. I tried to do one a few days ago just to update my fans. I'm still here. Everything's cool. I will be back live streaming at some point. I couldn't figure it out, and I said, fuck it. But
do you have
anyway, to make a long story short, I try to contact Jason either once a month or once every couple of months, and I wish him well. I know he's about to get married here soon or in a couple of months, but I hope one day he can forgive me and I'll get a call from him or a text. I still got his number, so I hope to rekindle it at some point. But Jason, I'm sure you're listening, so I just wanted to say I'm sorry again, and I apologize for everything and all that. Now, I don't apologize to some things I said. Some people actually deserved it because some people were like really psycho and really gave me hell. But the some things that I do regret
doing
saying,
a great job tonight.
I shouldn't have said.
Fears
I
you
shouldn't have
suck.
said because it was pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got to a level of craziness, Moss and Jesse, that I did not like. I didn't like who I was becoming, and I finally took my friend Randy's advice and my friend Jason. They were like, just quit live streaming, just focus on your videos. And I said, you know what, that's a good idea.
Mm.
All right, so I just want to. There's a lot of people in the chat. There are newer people that haven't heard of Fears Man and don't know what you're really about. So if you can just give a quick, and I mean quick, synopsis of your backstory as a YouTuber, the community you deal with, and a little something about yourself so they can get to know you a little better.
Okay, real quick. Fears Vlogs, just vlogging right now because I cut streaming out. Fears Man 26, it's a mixture of like 9 different videos, like short films, parodies. Me and my friend Randall do cartoons and vlogs and stuff like that. So it's a Fears Man 26. I try and do a bunch of different videos so everybody's happy. I'm not really with that community anymore, but it was a community that Mr. Rasmus formed, and I'm in it sometimes. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. I still talk to some people in it. And me, I'm from Missouri, and I moved down to Florida to follow my dreams, and working hard at that. So that's a nice, quick version of me.
So I have a question for you, Fears. Casey, your girlfriend, how are things going there? Because I noticed that. Oh, by the way, first, before I ask that, hold on. Before I ask that, do you have the YouTube app?
I do have on my phone, yeah.
Okay, so if you go to your YouTube app, at the very top, there's a picture of a video camera with a plus sign on it. If you just click on that, you can click live and go live that way. Hold on, we have a donation. 1 second.
John Long Story Short Fears.
John Long Story Short Fears, according to you, a liar. All right, so on your YouTube app, if you click live...
Wait, what did he say? What did he say? What was the donation? What did
he said, John Long Story Short Fears. He renamed you.
Okay.
Yes. On your YouTube app, if there's a little video camera with a plus sign, if you just click that and then you click live, you can actually go live straight from your phone. So if
I know how to go live on my phone because Cris actually was the one that showed me how to do that. I just don't know how to go live on my computer now that they took away Google Hangouts. Why they took it away, I have no idea.
You can do the same thing from your computer.
Can you?
Yeah. There's a little camera at the top, and you just click it, and then it gives you like the option to upload or go live, and you just click go live.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll try it next time.
All right, hold up. We got one more donation.
Fears, please drink a bottle of bleach. You two, one bad.
Oh my God.
That's horrible.
That's terrible.
All right. So Fears, you and Casey, what's going on with you and Casey?
Well, to clear up all rumors, because I didn't hear everything that was Carrie saying, and I'm not here to badmouth Carrie, but she's got delusions of grandeur. I wish her well. I wish me and Carrie could rekindle it. I think Carrie is a little jealous, to be honest. I don't know why, if she's my friend, why couldn't she just be happy for me? And I appreciate what you said, Jesse. Like, you looked at her and said, I don't know, Carrie. Like, I think that's the real thing. Like, I think Fears actually found someone, and that's real. I do not pay Casey. She's not a stripper. She's not an escort. Whatever Carrie said.
Yes.
I met her through a friend, and I was working with my friend, and it's one of Casey's girlfriends, and she said, "I think you'd really like my friend." And I was already on a dating app anyway, and it was really funny. I was actually already talking to Casey on the dating app, so it was kind of ironic. And I said, "Oh, who is she?" And then my friend at work said, "Oh, well, let me show you a picture of her." She showed a picture of her, and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm talking to that person on this app." And she goes, "No way, show it to me." And I showed her the app, and I was like, "Oh, well, now I have to meet her." And then we just started talking, and we started hanging out, and a bond formed, and we're doing great. Like in a month, it'll be 6 months, and we're gonna celebrate her birthday, and I'm saving up some money I've already met her parents. Her parents love me. I'm saving up some money to bring her back to St. Louis to meet Papa Fears and Mama Fears.
Papa Fears and Mama Fears.
So now you've been doing YouTube for a while, and you've slowed down because of the Google Hangouts thing and this and that. But I've noticed that Casey.
I mean, it's a mixture of Google Hangouts and like I finally took Jason's advice. Like that was another reason why I guess he kind of gave up on our friendship. He was like, "I've told you the same advice here like a million times. Just like ignore them and just." Because they make me out to be this evil person, and I'm not. I'm not good at taking
constructive
comments
criticism.
Well, I'm curious of
So
this.
I mean, I can take criticism. It just is like when people were calling my house, like threatening my life and threatening my parents' life, and calling my house from some guy from New Zealand called my house. I think that's drawing a line, and it really got to be a lot. But I hope I cleared up all the rumors. I think just Carrie. I mean, you know how Carrie is. I wish I could be her friend again, but after she kept insulting Casey, and Casey doesn't do YouTube. I mean, the only type of YouTube she does is whenever she's in a video with me. And she's like, "I don't understand why these people are coming after me." And I said, "I don't know either." I said, "You don't even know them." And I just said, I looked at her and said, "Babe, just ignore it." And I said, if I have to stop being Carrie's friend, it was a mixture of her troll bashing me for no reason, because all she's got on her channel is video gameplay, troll streams about me. She plays different video games, and so that got to be a lot. And then her making fun of Casey when there's no reason in the world to make fun of her, because Casey's never even met Carrie. I've mentioned Carrie to her, and I showed her a picture, and I said we're just friends, but she's never even seen one show of Carrie, and so it got to be a lot. So I hope that cleared up all the rumors. But yeah, I don't pay her. She's not an escort. She actually has a very nice, professional job. Like, she works in the dental field. She's actually a very nice person.
Now, Fears, what's your Instagram again, so I can show a picture of you and Casey?
I'd rather you not. I mean, that's kind of personal, so.
Well, it's your public Instagram. I mean, you post it for everyone else to see.
All right, what the hell? All right, it's FearsMan26. It's FearsMan26. Everything's under FearsMan26. So my Twitter guys, my Instagram, my YouTube. The only thing that's not under FearsMan26 is my second channel, Fears Vlog.
Now, I gotta say, Fears, as much as people like to troll you and as much as we give you shit about things, you did good. Casey's a very pretty young lady.
I appreciate that, and she's very nice. She's a very nice person, and I wish I could take the joking around a lot better. Like, Mock, I actually thought about what you said, and I'm really sorry. I hope you can accept my apology, because you and Jesse have been a good friend, and I do get paranoid, but it's not because of you guys. It's because of whatever that community is that they have, the bird or whatever. I can't think of it, but they've made me paranoid. They have, because they've done so much shit to me.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to take some time.
I didn't used to be this paranoid. It just is like, I'm like, if I upload this video, if I say that, well, will they turn it into something catastrophic,
Yeah, I got to say, it's going to take some time for me to get over this, but I'll think about it. I'm curious.
Well, just think of those pants, man. Think of those pants. It's going to be fine.
I'm curious of, now you're in this relationship, everything's going well. Is she supportive of you as a YouTuber?
Oh, absolutely. That's why she's in the videos. Yeah, she loves it. She thinks it's really cool. And she has some of her favorite videos. Like, she's like, I like this video, and and she's actually giving me like editing tips and stuff. She's like, I would cut it there, and I took her advice, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. And she loves the Fierce Man cartoon, and so she's got her favorite videos. Absolutely.
What does she think about the drama, and does it roll over? Do you vent to her about like some of your frustrations with the community?
I try and keep it separate, but yeah, there have been times where I've vented to her, and she's like, I would just take the same advice that your friend said. She goes, who cares what they think? And she's like, I know you're a good guy. She's like, I know you like get stressed out over this, but she's like, don't let it affect you. She's like, the only people that you should be concerned about your videos are you, yourself, and I, and of course you want your friends and your family to like your videos. So she's like, she said I would just focus on those.
All right, hold on
Who
one
the hell
sec.
timed me out?
We got a
Are
donation.
gonna talk shit when I'm blessing everyone with invaluable MMA knowledge, then time me out when I return the favor? Holes, Vlad and the rest of the filthy animals hating will get taken down and smashed Khabib style. Fat slobs.
So Kevin is very upset because someone in our chat timed him out.
Okay.
That's
well, sorry, Kevin.
that's very relevant. But all right, so Fierce, I have a question for you. Actually, I have two questions for you. One, did you knock up Casey yet?
Not yet. That was another rumor. That was another rumor that Carrie was floating around. Not yet. No. We're very safe.
Yeah.
Everything's going good.
How is the sexual intercourse?
Fucking fantastic.
Now, let me ask you, the
I
first...
almost puked yesterday about the whole, I saw your eyes, Jesse. They lit up when Carrie was like, oh, yeah, I have unprotected sex all the time. Yeah. in fucking garbage dumps. Dude, he laid me over in a porta potty.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Carrie, that's not something to be proud of. Some guy just blew you in some haggard-ass like truck, and then, hey, let's really spice it up. Oh, man, I'm fucking craving that porta potty. Piss and shit all over it. Let's do it.
How long did it take to get into Casey's pants? How many dates?
I'm not going to say. That's
come on.
Come on.
That's a little bit too private, Moss, but...
I'm going to go with 3 dates.
In fairness, she's not listening, so...
Yeah, she don't listen to this. So you're alone with us. Just us and...
I'm not going to say. I was a gentleman, though, about it.
How about this? We're gonna place a couple of guesses. We're going to take a couple of guesses here, us in the chat. And you don't have to answer.
You know I'm stubborn. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to tell you guys.
You don't have to answer. You just got to go, You just got to make a noise, okay? Yeah, like you don't have to answer it, right? I'm going to say it took 3 dates. You were rolling around on the floor, dragging her into the bed. 3 dates is my guess. Jesse, what's your guess?
That sounds like a yes
Lord.
to me.
Jess, what do you think?
I'm going to go...
just Chris made me laugh.
I'm going to go... Because you guys seemed very into each other, even in your first video. So
Casey land on
I've got
Chance.
your Instagram. When you guys are playing Monopoly. I'm going to go 2 dates.
It was definitely more than 2 dates. That's all I'm going to say.
It was more than 2 dates.
All right, so 3, I win.
3? I think it was 3.
I'm on the money.
All right, hold on. We got a donation.
Stop the Siberian Express. Choo-choo, motherfuckers.
Oh, Carrie.
Why does autistic Chael Sonnen feel like he has to overly defend the fact that he's not paying her? Carrie may be onto something.
You know, it's funny. I used to say he looked like Chael Sonnen.
Fierce.
I would say that all the time.
Do you know who Chael Sonnen is?
Say it one more time because my connection's bad.
Do you know who Chael Sonnen is?
I've heard of the name. I just can't picture the face.
He's he retired, right?
He retired.
He's a former fighter. He retired from Bellator MMA. I love him. He's the best. But they're saying that you look like Chael Sonnen.
Autistic Chael
Is that
Sonnen.
good? Is that a good thing or no?
Well, if he had autism, they're saying.
Oh, great. Awesome.
It was so funny. The first time I saw you, when I got introduced to the whole Carrie universe and all that stuff, that was the first thing I thought. I was like, wow.
I'm doing a lot better tonight.
Yeah.
You
handled
are.
it like a champ.
You're taking it very well, Fierce.
So, yeah, we were a little worried.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it just you can't let stupid little crap like get you down. You know what I'm saying? I heard what I'm sorry, not Casey. I heard what Jesse was saying. I heard what Chris was saying, and I felt bad. Literally, Chris. Like I got up at like 8 today, and I had some errands to do. And I said, okay. I said, you know what? I said I'm gonna watch that whole show. I said, even if it doesn't pertain to me, I'm gonna watch the whole show. So I went to a coffee shop and I edited some videos, and it took me about the whole show was 2 hours, an hour and a half, something like that.
Yeah, it was pretty long.
It was a doozy. Yeah, Carrie's. Is there? I mean, she says that you're never gonna rekindle your friendship. That's it. It's over. Do you feel the same way?
I think so too. I mean, because I've done some stuff I shouldn't have because she made me so bad and accused me of things, and she's done a lot of crazy things. But I mean, that was cool that you guys. I like Diana. Diana's a very nice person, but of course she's gonna support Carrie. But Carrie has made up a lot of rumors about me. That's true. Like, I remember one time, I don't want to badmouth her. I'm just telling the truth. I've heard people say, like, oh, yeah, Fears, like, she said, like, when you guys first met, like, at my best friend's wedding, you grabbed her boobs. And I was like, that's not true at all. I said, I gave Carrie a hug, and I've only hugged her, like, we hung out a couple of times just as friends. I took her to a hockey game because I was like, I don't mind being Carrie's friend. And then around my birthday, I was like, hey, let's go do some haunted houses. That'll be cool. I gave her a hug. I gave her mom a hug. And I danced with her at the wedding. That's it. I've never grabbed her boobs. And other people said, oh, Fears, like, she said that you gave her a massage. And I'm like, I never gave her a massage. So I think Carrie gets these things in her head, and then they're automatically true. And I'm like, none of this is true. I'm like, but whatever.
Is Casey, like, is she nerdy, too? Does she like watching the same movies as you, or is she completely different type personality?
She's a bit nerdy. She's a lot cooler than me. So whenever like she agreed to hang out, I'm like, I don't know how I pulled this off, but this is amazing. But yeah, she does wear some nerdy t-shirts like I do. She's like, I want you to take me to Comic-Con. I've never went, John. I was like, yeah, we'll go to Comic-Con, And right now I'm focusing on my job and stuff because it's still fairly new, and Comic-Con's really expensive, so I don't have the money. But yeah, to answer your question, Moss, she's a bit nerdy. I'm more nerdy because I embrace her, but she's a little nerdy. But yeah.
Does she like the 69?
I'll ask her.
Okay. All right. We need to know. You need to get back to us on that because I'm actually curious. It's a fantastic position.
I will.
Okay.
No, I mean, we have, to answer your question and Jesse, because I guess it was like a two-part question, we have a lot of similarities, but we also have a lot of differences. Like, one big difference, Jess, is she's more go with the flow. Like, I've always been like a planner. If plans fall through, then I'll just make some new plans.
Do you ever plan to 69?
The what?
Do you ever plan to 69?
Oh, it's happening. I'm putting it on the to-do list.
Okay. All right. Back to you.
I'm putting it on the calendar right now. No, so that's a big difference, Jess. Like, she's more like, yeah, whatever, just go with the flow. Like, if it happens, if we plan that date and it happens, great. If it doesn't, then we'll just think of something else to do on that same day. And for a while, that drove me nuts. And I was like, you know what? I'm like, I don't care what we do, just as long as we hang out. Like, it's a perfect example. In one of my vlogs, I even said it. I said, I'm more of a planner. And I said, we were supposed to go, I don't know if you guys watched this vlog, but there was a vlog where I was like, we were supposed to go to the beach today. But her and her friends said, hey, let's go to the river. I bet John's never went to this river. That was one of the coolest dates we ever had because, like, there was a rope swing and we dove off this thing and it was like we swam in the river and it was cool.
Does so I noticed you plan a lot of romantic dates for her, and that's actually very gentleman. Like, I've never done that with Jesse. So now when that happens, like, after you guys eat,
God damn,
do you just like throw all the stuff off the table, throw her ass, bare ass on top of it, legs up in the air, and just go to town, or do you take it to the bedroom?
Did you see that vlog?
I didn't see this the dessert. I only saw the dinner.
Yeah, we saw
the romantic dinner date. So like, it was all nicely planned. And I've always been a romantic, and I'm very gentleman. Like, I learned that from my dad. My dad's a very gentleman. He's been with my mom for like 40 years, and he's like, you don't treat your woman like crap. You treat her nice. And so I have my dad to thank for all that. He's a great guy. And yeah, so I didn't say what we did, but like, you see it all like planned nice and neat. And then like the next clip, it was like in the morning. I'm like, well, guys, this is the aftermath, and shit was just everywhere, all over the floor. And I'm like, yeah, we got a little hot and heavy. So that's all I'm going to say. But yeah, it got pretty awesome and pretty intense real quick.
Now, you don't have to answer this question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Spit or swallow?
That's not going to happen, Chris.
You could usually tell a lot about a girl if they spit or swallow. Now, I'm not saying she does either of them, but do you think if a girl swallows...
I love how you guys push the limit on this. So MMA holes is like kind of like sugar-coated, and then not MMA holes, anything fucking goes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not asking if she spits anymore, but I'm saying if a girl were to spit or swallow your semen, would it be disgusting if they swallowed it?
I'm not answering that. That's not
Oh,
gonna
okay.
happen.
I'm just curious.
He's not answering it,
Well,
Mom.
I'm not talking about Casey. I'm just saying in general. Like a girl, if you have found out a girl swallowed.
Yeah, in
someone's-
general, I'm not gonna answer that.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So I have a question. Mercenary Compared just showed up in the chat, and he said, "Don't ever ask Fears about ass eating Casey. Why never ask you about that?"
I don't know. Like, they make a lot of this stuff up. Like, I think Terry said, I do that. I don't do that. That's really gross. And I had to block Mercenary, too, because I found out he was making troll videos about me. So I don't, again, another rumor. I don't know where they get this stuff from, but I'm trying to be as civil as possible about it. So I don't know where that one started, but no.
So the answer is you don't ass eat then. You're not into that.
No.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not into that either. I don't like it. I don't think that's a place where a mouth should be.
Now,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, is Casey taller than you, Fears?
She's a tiny bit taller than me because I'm a very short guy. I hate it. God did not bless me with height, unfortunately.
Well, Casey, doesn't seem to hate it, so I wouldn't hate it. But
yeah, I mean, no, she doesn't mind. She's just a tad bit. I mean, she's kind of short too, but she's just a tiny bit taller than me. So yeah.
Yes.
Do you? This looks like it's going pretty good. We're happy for you, Fears. As much as we're horsing around, we're happy you're in love. This is amazing. Do you think that she's the one that you might throw the ring on? Do you look that far
Let me put
ahead?
it. Let me put it this way. I haven't been this happy, Moss, in a long time. So it seems. I mean, it seems to be going that direction. I mean, next month will be 6 months. Like, we met in May, so I'm definitely. If you saw the dinner date one, I'm definitely gonna get her a promise ring. So it's definitely moving towards. I don't need another girl right now.
Yeah.
What are you laughing about?
No, nothing. I mean, promise ring is definitely 35 years old. What are you doing with a promise ring? You don't get that. Why would you give her a promise ring? You're a grown man.
Just show her that I love her, and she's the only one for me. I mean,
listen.
I thought that's what people do. So.
No. Fierce, please. Don't get her a promise ring. You're a grown man. You do that in 8th grade. You're not in 8th grade anymore. Do what you're doing.
Okay.
Keep doing what you're doing, man. Don't do that shit. Because she's going to look at you like you have 12 heads. Did you tell her you're going to give her a promise ring?
Not yet.
Okay, don't do it. Trust me on this. Jess, what do you say? I mean, does that seem like it's a thing that happens in high school?
Yeah, it happens.
I mean, it was going to be like a nice one. Like I actually looked up online, and like some of them range from. It wasn't going to be like a $25 or $30 one. It was going to be like some of them range from like 100 to about 180. So
yeah. You just get her a nice piece of jewelry, or you could get her a ring. Just don't call it a promise ring or anything like that. She'll slap you across the face with it.
Yeah, so it was going to be something like either a necklace or a ring. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I was just kind of spitballing ideas, but yeah. To answer your question, it seems like it's going. I mean, it's really going. I mean, of course, in every relationship, you have your little arguments here and there, but in about 5 months, we've only had like one big epic fight.
Oh, what was the fight about, Fears? Now let me just tell you.
Well, I was about to say, Fears is classic memory. It happened like 2 or 3 months ago. I honestly can't remember what it was about, but it was about something. It was about something pretty stupid.
It was probably her fault. Let's be honest, right?
It's always our fault, Chris. You never blame the woman. It's always our fault.
No, Chris does.
I'm never wrong.
Chris gives no fucks.
I'm always right, Fears.
Jesus Christ, Jesse, what are you doing with this guy?
I know.
No ring, no ring, no dinner, no nothing.
Listen,
unfucking-believable.
I ask myself the same question every day, but what can I say? Look at the man. He's a freaking specimen.
True.
I mean,
that beard is pretty fucking epic.
That's
Moss,
all you need.
Get your head, Moss, listen to me. Get your head out of your ass and take this woman to dinner, all right?
Nah, fuck that. Fears, when you first had sex with her, and you lost your virginity, did you say I love you afterwards?
No, that's untrue. That's untrue.
Oh, I thought. Wait, she wasn't the first?
That happened like years ago.
Oh shit! Did you get that girl a promise ring?
Oh, I knew it was coming. I know it's gonna be that all night now.
Because if you did, it didn't work. Now you know what not to do.
Damn me for saying promise ring. You guys know what I meant. That was another rumor. That I had to clear up. according to Carrie, she knows everything about my sex life.
Yeah.
And she's like, Fear's never lost it. And I'm like, I'm sorry to tell you, Carrie, I lost it like when I was 20, so I can just I can debunk that one.
What's the age difference? I mean, there's a big gap between me and Jesse. I mean, we've got we have a lifetime between us. How old are you compared to Casey?
Well, you're what? You're 40, Musk, and
42.
And Jesse. Well, actually, you should never ask a woman her age. So.
No, he's 42 and I'm 23, so there's a 19-year age difference.
Fears, I robbed the cradle. I plucked her from a cradle.
He genuinely robbed the cradle.
God damn.
I went to high school with her dad. Gave him a promise ring, too.
Went to high school with her dad. You guys go bowling on Saturday nights, right?
It's awesome.
No, well, I'll be honest. There's not that much of an age gap, but yeah, there is an age gap. In October, I'm going to be 36, and then her birthday's coming up, and she's going to be 27.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. That's 9 years. That's not bad.
Yeah, so it's not too bad.
So why don't you just marry her?
Might be too soon, no?
Well, you baby steps, Jess. It's only going to be like 6 months. I mean, come on.
I mean, you guys seem pretty serious from what I'm seeing here. I mean, we're going through your YouTube video. I'm kind of promoting you a little bit, giving you a little pop. And
thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, based on what I'm seeing here, you guys seem very into each other.
Oh, yeah, we definitely are. I mean, like, we try and hang out a couple times a week. I mean, her work schedule is pretty crazy. My work schedule is pretty crazy. But, like, we make time. Like, if I have to work, like, really early in the morning or in the afternoon, she'll be like, hey, I'll come over and make us some dinner, like, around 7. I'm like, sweet. And then, like, I'll be like, hey, when's your next day off? And she'll be like, Friday. I'm like, you want to go see that new Aladdin movie that came out? And she's like, yeah, sure.
Do you think she's the hottest girl you've ever been with?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. I think Jesse's the hottest girl I've ever been with, Fears. Look at us, two old men just getting the hot girls late in life. How do you feel about that?
Amazing.
Right?
Because I'll be honest, in high school, I got a few chicks, but like some of them, I got the worst excuse for a girl that didn't want to go to prom with me. She goes, I can't go to the prom with you because I'll be at home washing my fucking hair. And I went, you are hilarious. I'm like, you have to wash your hair anyway to go into the goddamn prom.
Wow. Wash it. That's a lazy excuse right there. I mean, she could have done better than that.
It's okay because my best friend was going with his girlfriend, and one of her girlfriends was super hot. She felt bad and said, fuck that girl, John. Let's go. And I ended up dating that girl for like a year, so it all worked out.
Oh, there you go. It's good stuff. Well, I'm happy for you, Fears. You've taken it like a champ.
Thank you.
They
didn't hear me do my shameless plug.
Hold on. Yeah, we're going to give that to you for sure. For shizzle. Hold on. I don't know what the fuck is going on here with this software.
So are we good, Chris? Are we good, Jesse? I made up for yesterday.
Yeah, we're good, man. I'm just fucking with you. I wasn't upset.
All right. Oh, so can they not hear this?
No, they can hear it. They hear it. We're back live. So give a...
I just wanted to make sure that we were good, man, because I was like, well, Chris and Jesse have been good online friends for... How long have we known? Because you've known Carrie, what, 3 years, and then you met me right before you met Carrie, right? So is it 4 years or 3 years?
I actually found you after Carrie. Carrie is how I found you because...
oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember you were doing like security or something, and I would hop in and troll you. Your streams.
Oh, I know you did.
Yeah.
So it's been, what? So we've been friends for 2 years now, and you've been Carrie's friend for 3 years.
Yeah, probably a little over 2 years. We've probably known each other for sure.
And again, I wish Carrie well. I just wish she'd stop. Like, I haven't mentioned her. I actually unsubscribed from her channel. I don't watch her anymore.
Whoa.
I just wish she would stop making fun of Casey, because no one likes that. And I wish I don't even watch her channel. I wish she would stop the troll streams. But that's like saying, hey, let's. I'm never gonna cook eggs again.
Yeah.
Now, I do have an audience, a viewer, who has a very genuine question for you. He says, why did he lie about not knowing why he and Casey had a fight? It was when he tried to pressure her into sex when she didn't want to do it.
What?
No, that never happened. No, I'm being honest. Like, we did have an argument about, let's see, it's September now. I'd say like in July we had a big fight, big fight. And I'm genuine. I cannot even remember. You guys should know I have the worst memory alive.
Classic Fears memory.
Classic Fears memory.
And it is. That's why I always say classic Fears memory. It is. It's very genuine. I'm trying to rack my brain what it was about. It was something about we had a little disagreement over dinner, and then when we got back to my house, it escalated into something else, and then she brought something up, and it was just a big mess. And I know the argument started at the end of dinner, but of course we were in public, so we didn't want it to be a massive thing. So yeah.
Isn't that the worst? So were you arguing about like what to eat?
I'm being honest. I honestly can't remember what it was about.
Yeah.
How it started.
I don't know. I feel like every couple's first argument, like first real argument, you know what it's about. You know, like I feel like if you really dug into your memory, I'm sure you could remember what it was about.
I'm really trying, Jess. I really am. I'm not trying to like make up a lie and not say, hey, I don't want to talk about it. I mean, there is some things I'm not going to, talk about on the air because it's my private business, but I honestly cannot remember. I know it started at dinner, and it was about something very, very minor, and then it escalated whenever we got home, and we argued for about an hour or two, and then finally we reconciled and said, this is stupid. I can't believe we're arguing over this.
If I had to ask you one thing that was your favorite thing about Casey, what would it be?
Oh, man, there's so many things, but if I
It could only be one. Her tits?
I would say, I mean, I do like those, but one of my favorite things is I really like her smile. She's really got a very nice smile.
Man, fierce.
Now, like I said, I could only pick one, Chris. I mean, there's a lot of things. Like I love that we love the same movies. I love that we have the same interests. She likes to travel. I love to travel, like whenever I can afford it. And she thought it was cool that some of my family's from England, and she's like, "Would you ever take me there?" I was like, "Hell yeah!" I said, "If I have the money, I'll take you there."
Who pays for dinner?
We split it. Like when I first started dating her, of course I was a gentleman and I paid for everything. But once we established that we were boyfriend and girlfriend, she's like, "Hey, if you get dinner, I'll buy dessert." Or, "Hey, if you get dinner, John, I'll pay for whatever activity we're gonna do that night, like miniature golfing or going to see a movie." So we try and split it down the middle.
So she's a powerful woman.
Fierce.
So what?
She offers it, but the manly thing to do is always deny her offer and cover it.
Well, I'm saying we take turns because she's she's part of the relationship too. She's like, well, I don't want you to be to waste all your money, and I don't want to waste all mine. So we share the responsibility.
You think she's a little bit of a sugar mama? What do you think? I mean, she's got a good job. She's pretty. She's paying. She's flipping the bill. Not a bad deal.
Come on, Chris. That was below the belt. No, I don't think that.
No?
I don't think that. She's very nice. She's very nice. I lucked out. I definitely lucked out. She's very nice. She's very sweet. Everyone has arguments, but yeah.
Well,
I definitely lucked out though, and I appreciate all the nice things that you guys said, even though you're busting my balls. I can't remember if it was. See, here we go. Classic fears. I can't remember if you said it or Jesse said that. You said, "I'm genuinely happy for you. You found a good one." Well, I think Jesse said you found a good one, and then you said, "I'm happy for you."
We're both happy for you, even though we're fucking with you a little bit. We're
you
both
know why?
happy for
you know why we mess with you so much, Fears? If I had to be quite honest, and it's not.
Well,
like,
I want to know. Yeah, like tell me. Please.
It's not an insult or anything. You're just really easy to mess with. Because you do get triggered very quick. Like you have a very high sensitivity level, and it's not to hurt you. It's just. It's funny. Like there's some sort of, if you can have a sense of humor, there's some sort of humor behind it. And I'm going to be quite honest with you, you're a very easy person to mess with.
I do it to Jesse, so I don't feel bad.
Yeah, I know that, and I've been trying to work on it for years, and a lot of it has to do with like my childhood. Like I'm not trying to blame like bullies and shit, but I got bullied from like kindergarten to like 10th grade. It was insanity.
Yeah.
I need to know the backstory, and I noticed there's a trigger word. It's like Back to the Future. What was it? It was chicken.
Oh, yeah. What is that, Fierce?
It was chicken in Back to the Future, right?
Yeah.
He couldn't be called chicken.
Right.
It's cringe. Like if someone says cringe to you or in your general direction, you blow your top. What is the backstory with that? Why does that word cringe get to you so much?
What with cringe and why it triggers me?
Yeah, the word cringe.
Because it's for a couple of reasons. Because one, I didn't know what it was at first, and I asked my friend Randy. I said, "Randy, what does that mean? What is that?" And he's like, "You don't know what cringe is?" I said, "I've never heard the word." And this was a couple of years ago. And he said, "Oh, Fierce." He's like, "Let me educate you on the word cringe." And he just wrote cringe in on YouTube, and all this crazy demented shit popped up. And I was like, wow, some of this is kind of funny and some of this is really fucked up. Like, I can't even say what some of the cringe videos was on your channel that he pulled up. It was craziness.
Mm. Well,
and I was like, well, I don't want to be associated with this. So that was number one. Two, even though I get a lot of shit, I put a lot of effort into like my videos, and obviously you can't please everybody, but I try and please as much of my audience as humanly possible. And I'm trying to grow my channel because one of my dreams before I die, I don't even care if Fierce Vlogs takes off. I just do Fierce Vlogs just to fuck around. It's kind of like my not MMA host channel. Just I want Fierce Man 26 to take off, and I would love to get a YouTube play button. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but I work very hard to try and make it happen.
It is difficult. Well, so that is your dream, though. You want to. You already found the love of your life.
It's one of my dreams, but yeah. But anyway, to get back to your original question, so Randy showed me what it was, educated me, and I was like, I don't think my videos are cringe. I'm like, to be fair, I said I think I've acted cringe at times, and that's why it triggered me because I thought back because I remember what you said, Cris, yesterday. You were like, I've seen Fierce in his live streams. Everything will be going good. Everything will be okay. And then either I'll take something and blow it out of proportion, or someone is deliberately trying to piss me off. And then I think it is cringy when you get mad on camera. That's why I always felt bad. And like an hour or two later, I would be like, well, fuck that. I'm not going to oh, is it okay if I curse? I didn't know if I could curse.
Yeah, just say whatever you want.
We'll just bleep it out afterwards.
Okay, I'm sorry. So I would look at myself and be like, why the hell did I just get mad over that? Like, I look like an idiot. And so I would call Randy up, not every time, but sometimes I'd be like, hey, Fierce, where the fuck did the stream go? And I'd be like, well, dude, obviously I don't want me getting mad on my channel. And I would take it down. So that's a couple of reasons why I don't like, the word cringe.
Yeah. Well, listen.
One of them that Randy that showed me, he goes, Fierce, I'm just going to write the word in all caps, cringe. He goes, and I guarantee you a million videos will pop up. He put it in, and one of the videos was a video of a dude, like, popping pimples, like, off of his face, and they would hit the mirror, and then he would grab, like, all the pussy shit off the mirror and eat it. And I was like, what the fuck?
I got to say, that would... I wouldn't want to be associated with that in any way.
Exactly. Yeah. So he's like, Fierce, there's different versions of cringe.
Yeah.
And he literally said, Fierce, I'm just going to write cringe in. He goes, and then I'll just scroll down and just pick one and show you. And it literally, at the top of the video, said, cringe of a 28-year-old guy eating his own pimples or some shit like that. And I went, all right, Randy, fucking roll it. And then he clicked on it, and it said, cringe video number 1. So like, this guy was, like, embracing it. He had a title that said, cringe video number 1 or some shit. Like, this is 2 or 3 years ago. I'm trying to remember as best I can, but
yeah, listen,
that was one of them. I think that was the name of the video. I honestly can't remember, but it was something like that.
But it's not that bad if you think about it. Like, everyone has, they say cringe. It's just a word. It really doesn't really mean anything, So, I wouldn't take offense. If anyone called you cringe, it doesn't really matter. I think you're at the point where you're starting to realize this, right?
I'm trying, yeah.
Why can't you get past it? Is it because of the pimple video? Like, why can't you get past the word cringe?
It just is. I hate that, like, people don't know my backstory, and I try and, I work so hard. Like, they don't see me sitting at, like, a table, working on my videos for, like, 2-3 hours. And I'm a perfectionist, so I'll have the video totally edited and go, that fucking blows. And then I'll just take, like, the middle part out of it and re-edit it until I think it's perfect. And then I'll upload it, and then I'll see some idiot, like, wow, that's fucking cringe. Like, did you spend, like, 8 minutes on it? I'm like, no, I didn't. I spent 2.5 hours on it. But, apples and oranges, like I said, you're not gonna make everybody happy.
Yeah. I'm really curious as to what happened as a kid, because you did say that you did get bullied. It must have been pretty bad at times. There's got to be a root to the problem. It can't just be the word cringe. There's got to be more to it.
I'd rather tell you guys off camera, but yeah, it was bad.
Ever get shoved in a locker or anything like that? Like the classic hazing?
No, they didn't throw me in a locker, but I got beat up a couple of times, and sometimes I would win the fight, sometimes I wouldn't, So I used to wear glasses before I got contacts, so they gave me hell over that. So, it was a lot. But, I obviously I'm 35. I mean, I'm a big boy. I can take it now, but I mean, it was pretty bad when I was a kid.
Yeah. All right. Well, every story has a beginning. By the way,
Now-
Dane Cook.
Yeah.
Tell us more about Dane Cook.
Wait, hold on. Before you do that, I do have some questions from the chat. Someone says...
Oh, I do. I love Dane Cook. Yeah, Casey got me a CD of Dane Cook. We were at a thrift store, and she's like, "You want me to get this CD?" I was like, "Yes, I fucking love Dane Cook. I love him in that movie. One of the favorite. Have you and Jesse seen Cris Employee of the Month with Dane Cook in it?
Fantastic.
I fucking love that movie. It's one of my. I mean, he's been in a lot of movies. I'd say I love that movie first with him in it, and then I love, even though it's a small little role in Waiting, he's fucking hilarious as that loudmouth cook in Waiting. I love
brilliant.
those two movies that he's done. He's done a lot more than those two, but those two are my fucking fave.
All right. Fierce. Someone says ask him why he deleted his Fierce Fashion page from Insta. Now, I actually have seen this page. Someone followed us. Now, I'm assuming it's you because it was a Fierce Fashion page. Why did you delete it?
I didn't delete it. Again, I'll call him out. I think it was either Mercenary or another one of those guys. They made it up, and I had it taken down. So it was not me.
You had it taken down?
It was another troll account.
So what happened?
Not you.
Would you report them?
Of the million. I only have one Instagram.
Oh, okay. And so what happened?
So-
You saw this and you reported it?
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. Took him down.
So I can't remember who exactly it was, but I think I know who it is. I just can't remember the guy's name because there's so many of them out there. But yeah. So I had nothing to do with that. I didn't invent it. I didn't make it. But again, they're making fun of the way I dress. So obviously I'm like, well, he's pretending to be me. I don't want that on there,
Yeah. Slander, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesse, anything else? I mean, I got one big question, but I'm going to save it for the very end, which I think we're winding this thing down. Jesse, anything else you got for...
Yeah. If you guys need to get back to your show, I just wanted to come in, Cris, and say I'm sorry about yesterday. Yeah, it was a very difficult day yesterday. There was other things that happened, but the big thing I thought you said was that, and I was like, well, what the hell? He's supposed to be my friend, and he says that shit. And I'm sorry that I mistook it, and I hope I didn't ruin your guys' show.
No.
And then Terry came on, and I was like, oh, here we go. I'm like, this is good. It's going to be even worse. And I stopped watching after a while. So I'm sure she went on and on and on about how terrible a person I am. And
well, here's the question.
I think she said she wanted the hurricane to kill me. Guess what, Terry? It passed me by, so ha ha ha, I'm still here.
Here's the question, Fears. I mean, on Not the MMA Holes, we're looking to do some more streams, bring some more people on, have a little fun. What is the odds that we have Fears and Carrie on the same stream once again, and we can talk this out?
I mean, I wouldn't mind, but I doubt she'd be up for it because, she said so much crazy things about me and my girlfriend and my life and all that. I don't even think it's worth it, Cris. I mean, and I wouldn't want it to, escalate into something bad and she gets triggered and I get triggered and, so I pretty much, made my peace with Carrie. I said, all right, Carrie, if you want to make up all this stuff about me, if you want to say this, you want to say that, I said, I'll do the adult thing. I'll just walk away. I said, I'll block you on all your channels. I'll unsubscribe. You don't have to deal with me. I don't have to deal with you, and let's just leave it at that.
Okay. Well,
I never wanted it to happen like that. Obviously, people think oh man, Fears loves blocking people. They don't I only block people when they give me a reason. When they make 18 Nazi videos about me, then obviously I'm going to block them. Yeah. When they threaten my parents' life and they threaten my life and they call me from New Zealand, obviously I'm going to block them. So.
Well,
I don't like to block people. I just do it when I think it's necessary.
Hopefully, we could repair that friendship and put everything in the past.
To be honest, I wouldn't mind if it wouldn't, Cris, because she said so many bad things about my girlfriend and me. I'm like, I think it's just best to not have that negativity in my life.
Okay.
Now, Fears, when are we going to see you live stream again?
Well, as soon as I can figure it out, or within probably a year. I thought I'll just take a whole year off.
What?
And then maybe come back. Well, I mean, it's already been 6 months, so 6 more months.
Fierce, we can't go.
I don't know. We'll see. If I ever did come back, Jess and Chris, I probably wouldn't do it as much. I'd probably do it have a schedule like how you guys do it, like either once a week or once every 2 weeks or something like I'd have a schedule because I do work a lot of hours and I try and mix the time. Obviously, I don't want to neglect Casey, so I hang out with her, and then I hang out with Randy, and then my job, and then I make time to edit videos. So
what about
if I ever did come back, like I said, I'd probably make up a streaming schedule.
You know what would be fascinating? This is what I would like to see, because I'm a big fan of the live streams. I'm a big fan of that. But what if you started maybe another channel where it was just you and Casey? I mean, you show a lot of videos of you guys doing things together, just live streams, couple live streams. What about something like that? Ask Fears and Casey.
Maybe. I mean, I've never thought about it. She really likes doing the vlogs. I call them adventure vlogs. We'll go to a theme park, or we're actually gonna go miniature golfing here in either a couple weeks or a couple months. I won 2 free passes. I don't know if you guys saw that one because I did such a good job on one of my vlogs. It was either I went by myself or I went with Randy. We were just doing a boys hangout, and he was like, "Hey, Spears, you want to go play some miniature golf?" That company saw my miniature golf and said, "If we give you 2 passes, would you come back and film another video?" And I was like, "Absolutely." I said, "Give them to me." And then I went up to Casey and said, "Hey, I just got 2 passes. Do you want to come and shoot this video at some point?" And she was like, "Yeah, that'd be fun." So yeah. So we're going to try and do some more adventure vlogs whenever we can.
All right. Well, Fears, I think we asked you all the questions there are to ask. I
appreciate that, and I appreciate the plugs, guys. And like I said, we got kind of the tail end of it, Chris. The hurricane. Literally, it started a light rain, 3 or 4, and I'd say the most intense it got, at least around the area where I live in Orlando, it was between 5 and 8. It was just right now it's a light rain.
Yeah.
From about 5 to 8, it was intense winds, intense rain. And it was insanity, but that was it. I didn't see any trees or anything go through anyone's windows or anything like that. So I was listening to the radio, and they said a lot of it hit the ocean, hit the Bahamas, and then it went from a stage 5 to a stage 2. So I was like, well, my lights only flickered once, and I bought flashlights, I bought water, so I was ready for a full blown thing, and then it flickered once, and I was like, well, at least I have a month's worth of water, I don't have to go to the store anytime soon.
Well, I mean, we're glad that you're doing all right, and we hope that things don't get any worse from here. We're glad you and Casey are happy, and I got to give you credit, Fears, because there was a lot of trolling going on tonight, not just by the chat, but by us, and you held on to it like a champ. So
I appreciate that, and I appreciate you guys saying that you're happy for me, and I'll keep everybody updated. We try and make a couple of vlogs, either once a week or once every 2 weeks or something like that. So more to come. And if you guys want to check out my work, you guys know where to check it out. Chris and Casey already plugged me, and I appreciate it. I'm gonna take off.
All right, Fierce. Have a good one.
All right, later, guys. Thanks so much for letting me come on. Bye bye.
Bye bye. I think we're going to take some more calls. Unknown caller, you're live with the MMA holes. What's your name? What's on your mind?
Oh, dear God, that was fucking terrible.
Oh, what are you talking about? Fierce is a great guy.
Oh, come on. I'd rather listen to RX.
RX? What's on
At
your
least
mind?
he has hope for the future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But how much you want to make a bet? His girlfriend pegs him.
What are you talking about?
Oh, come on. She's probably wears pants in that relationship.
I think they're a very unique type of couple. So I think there's a mutual thing going on there.
Well, as long as they're happy, I guess.
Yeah, go and see the videos, his vlogs with her. I mean, it's clear that there's like nobody really wears the pants in that relationship. It's just they're just on the same terms, I guess.
Mm-mm.
No?
You know who wears the pants, Jesse.
He thinks Casey
She's
wears
Italian,
the pants.
by the way.
Yeah,
right?
she's Italian, yeah.
Then she wears the pants.
Yeah.
He's not wearing those pants. I should have asked him that.
Them Italian girls, they don't play.
Well, yeah, he's in love though. He's in love. Love is an interesting disease.
Ain't it?
Right, Jess? That I'm fucking knocked out from that. That was like taking a Xanax.
I gotta give him credit. I mean, he at least withstood the trolling. Like, yeah.
I think he's great content. I think he's fantastic. That's what I think.
He is the best. He's the best. All right.
Drunk, did you?
I don't know about the best, but yeah.
Did you subscribe to Fierce Man 26?
I tried watching one of his vlogs once, and it's no thanks. I mean, the only thing entertaining was when he gets all triggered.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully he gets back into live streaming. Live streaming is gold. That stuff. I mean, it was a roller coaster ride every time. I used to love that. The community and his interaction back and forth. It was a lot of fun. I'm hoping that amps back up. But now he says he's not going to stream for a year. A year!
I think he'll be back sooner than that.
It's a long time.
I prefer Sega Camp to him.
Yeah, Sega. Sega's the best. I don't know what happened, where he's at. I haven't seen him in a while.
He's been streaming video games lately. But I mean, every time it seems like you guys go live, he goes live. So
he's a competitor.
Yeah, trying to steer your viewers.
He's in the same market as us. Conflicting schedules. Yeah. Well, what time is it? I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, I think it's time to wrap it up. I think that was.
Fierce knocked me out.
That was the way to end it.
He could beat me. He fucking grounded and pounded.
JBH, you did a great job tonight.
Oh, thanks, Drunk.
Looking forward to your show.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. Thursday
I think
night.
You should do like an hour. Just do like half hour. First talk about a topic, and then take calls for the next half hour or something like that.
Well, I have a plan, so we'll see how it goes. I'm not entirely sure how everything's gonna go out yet, but everything's getting mapped out. So hopefully by this Thursday I can get it rolling. Hopefully, I'm excited.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
All right, Drunk. Stay safe in the hurricane and enjoy the rest of your night.
Oh, that fucking hurricane was nothing.
No. All right, enjoy the rest of your night.
All right, thanks. Later,
All right, be good. Internal said, if Khabib loses, I'll donate $100. If he wins, Mas does 50 push-ups. I mean, I could do 50 push-ups in my sleep. It's an easy bet right there. But he'll donate $100. I highly doubt Internal will be donating $100.
Let's see it.
Gotta put your money where your mouth is. Anyway. All right.
I'm gonna shut it down, Moss. How you feeling?
I got a headache. I got a pretty bad headache. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go
all right.
bash my head against the wall.
Let's go watch Return of the Jedi.
What?
Yeah. All right. So thanks guys for joining us. Hope you enjoyed the show. And yeah. Thanks.